Lobos score 30 points a night. I don't know how long that's going to last, but they score 30 points a night. Got a big game out of Jaquan Lyle last night. He looked terrific. They all look terrific. 93-78 is your number at Dream Style Arena. They call it the Pit. Gary Colson was there, a Legends Classic. Carlton Bragg had a double-double, 11 and, what does that tell me, 16? 16 points out of McQuatch, who looked good, and good overall effort, I thought, by the University of New Mexico. 18 turnovers, maybe a little thick on that number, but improving to 3-0 with a win over the Phoenix of Green Bay. Onward and upward they go. Happy Thursday to all y'all. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck, Josue, Jason producing for you today over on the visual medium, the ProView Networks. Nice, solid, workmanlike. They never really pulled away until the end. Green Bay stuck around.
Bumpier than terrific and along those lines. It was a step up in competition. The first half was sloppy. That was bad basketball both ways. The fouls on Green Bay, the turnovers from the Lobos.
Slow pace to score 40-something
Lyle
points. Yeah.
Had 7 turnovers in the first half, and he needed that big second half just to make up for those turnovers. He was taking and hitting a bunch of tough jumpers in the second half, showcasing his offensive ability. But it's what happens. You have Green Bay had better guards. It's a bit of a step up in competition.
They made shots.
It's a step up in terms of style and play and pace that the opposing team brought to the table, and the Lobos struggled with it in the first half. But this team is, at this point, talented enough that even in those rough games, they're still going to out-talent you, which they did.
Jaquan Lyle had a high last night of, 31, I believe. Am I supposed to be concerned? Should I be concerned about the turnover numbers? 6 the other night, 7 last night. It's a high number. Now, you watch him on the floor, and he feels like he's in control, and I felt in the second half, certainly mid-second half, he kind of took over that game in a lot of respects. Should I be concerned about the amount of turnovers?
The answer is yes, but it's also high usage rate player who's going to have the ball in his hand the majority of the times. So he's going to have more turnovers than you're accustomed to as a guard because of the way he plays. He's like Harden-esque. He's not a true point guard. He's not the J.J. Caldwell. The ball's just going to be out of his hand and it's going to move. And by the way, last night, did you see the Jaquan Lyle try the Harden step back 3? And
yeah, that was traveling like every time. Like, how many times did they call that last night?
Lyle tried it once and Martin tried it once, and they both got the whistle blown on them. Not quite the NBA yet, guys. Not quite.
Yeah. A couple years, maybe, if you're lucky, you'll be able to get that
pull
done.
that one off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't do it right now.
93-78. Lobos are 3-0. McNeese State will be in the Pit on Saturday coming up. You can get in on that. 246-0610 or 888-922-0610. That's how to get a hold of us today. You can send emails, jeff@610knml.com, jj@610knml.com. On the Twitter, it's _ JJ Buck. Facebook, the OD in the AM. You can watch the show. ProView Networks worldwide on ProViewNetworks.com, or their social media outlets, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. You can go to our Facebook page, the OD in the AM, or Comcast Channel 26 throughout the state of New Mexico. Guest list today, 8:30 this morning. Jerry Palm scheduled to be with us. He of CBSSports.com. Take a look back at last week's big Alabama-LSU football game and look forward to another big weekend and get his thoughts on the CFP standings as they stand now. 9 o'clock this morning, we'll talk Lobo football. Former walk-on and now scholarship to a special teams guy last year. He's going to be your starting safety this week. Johnny Hernandez will be with us as the Lobos get set to get on the bird and head up to the Gem State, as you know it, Boise, Idaho. They're not the Potato State. It is the Gem State. So that's what your guest list is for today. As I looked last night and I watched them, and they look like a good team does early in the year. You see a lot of really good moments. You see flashes of what you expect. You see a guy, and in this case it's Jaquan Lyle. Right now it's Jaquan Lyle's team. Getting other guys involved, Carlton Bragg, and getting the ball. He had 5 assists to go with his 31 points to Jaquan. And then you see moments with guys off the bench, and whether it's McQuatch, whether it's Caldwell. I thought Zane Martin had a few moments last night. The game before it was Keith McGee and Corey Manigault. They look like a team in the first, second week of the season that's got a lot of potential, and you can see the pieces that you hope will come together.
Yeah, they finally have it at every position. And when Paul was talking about the high ceiling of this team, the room for growth, going through that battle early in the season where maybe it lets them be a little bit wild at times as they figure themselves out on the court. But you run it down, Bragg Manigault. You have Jackson Malawach. You got Martin McGee. You got Caldwell Lau. You're too deep across the board. And then you mix in, Tavian Percy a few minutes, who is kind of their 5-7 minute a game defender. Just need a guy out there to go do the hard work. And with all those names you threw out there, favorite one so far is McClatch Malawach.
Mm-hmm.
And Paul Weir said it last night. He believes that right now Malawach is the team's MVP. For what he does, 16 points. Doesn't feel like he had 16 points last night. His shooting is back. He's confident
defends.
in his three-point shot. He doesn't need the basketball in his hands.
Yeah.
And like as I've said, he's that guy that bridges the gap for everything, for offense to defense, to keep the ball moving. He attacks the basket. And listening to him talk last night, you realize how everything comes together for him. He's well-spoken. He's confident. He embraces his role. He loves what he does. And as Jeff Graham pointed out, all of a sudden we're looking at a guy, McClatch Malawach, and if he just continues on this pace, by the end of the season, we could have a 1,000-point scorer with a year left.
In his third year. Yeah.
Super impressive. He is a superstar glue guy.
Yeah. And he defends, and I think one of the biggest things is, you said there, is he doesn't need the ball.
Yep.
And a lot of these guys really do need the ball. When you get a lot of guards, they tend to need the ball. And McClatch is a guy who will find the ball, or the ball will find him. And I can't agree with you more. All right, if you were there last night, get in 246-0610, 888-922-0610. Next up, McNeese State. They will be in the pit on Saturday, and then it gets a little bit tougher. Then you're going to go down to El Paso to play the Miners on Tuesday. You'll go down and play the Aggies in Las Cruces the day after. And then you go to Brooklyn, and you're going to get Auburn and then either Richmond or Wisconsin after that. So it's going to get tougher, but enjoy what you got going now, because it's a pretty good start, I think. And I'm struggling finding. I'm glad I'm struggling finding anybody who's complaining. Does that make sense? Well, you didn't beat him by enough, guy. I'm sure that person will come out.
I'm sure they exist, but last night there were things in that game the coaching staff is going to want to address. It's first half turnovers. It's just a little bit of a step up, and even when hey, it's coming, this Green Bay team has better guards. They had 4 guys averaging double-figure scoring in the backcourt. McLeod was an all-conference selection in the preseason who came in not shooting well, was able to find a shot some. You saw those moments where arm's length, a couple runs, but still the talent of the Lobos, when they keep pushing, is going to pull away from teams like that.
All right, McNeese State 1-3. They lost the Legends Classic last night. They were at Wisconsin. I don't know if you got to look at them. They were on the Big Ten Network last night. 83-63 was their final. Their one victory is over Southern University of New Orleans, I guess. They beat them 104-33. They opened up the season with a 10-point loss to Western Michigan out of the MAC, 75-65, and then lost to the Sunbelt's Louisiana Lafayette, 85-80. Both of those were on the road. So they come in 1-3. They're scoring. They scored 65, they scored 85, and they scored 103, and then 63. So a team that I think is ranked in the 320s in the Ken Palms, correct? As you showed me, well, at least they were the other day. So that's what you got coming in. I don't see a ton of height, and I don't see a ton of they're going to be what they're going to be.
315 right now in Ken Palm.
315 out of 341. So that's what's coming into the pit. All right, you had a good night out there?
Yeah, it was a good night.
Yeah. You get the Fries game down by
we had a winner in the Fries. We're still looking for our first winner in the Lobo Quick Shots contest.
What's the Lobo's Quick Shots contest?
If you make all 7 shots, you get 7 prizes, and the grand prize is 2 tickets to the New Mexico State game on December the 14th. But nobody's gotten that far.
So what do you get? Like a 12-ounce soda and
No, you get some swag. You get a bag. You get a mini basketball, a T-shirt, and some other little things in there.
So you're just giving it like Santa Claus.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I told my wife last night, we haven't had a winner yet. I wonder if I could do that contest. make all the shots and
Do you
then
think he could?
give it away. I don't know. Maybe
He's like Hoser
I feel
Claus.
kind of confident.
He is. Just here, giving stuff away. All right. When we come back, we got a lot to do today. We're going to talk some NBA stuff, interesting stuff yesterday, and some not so interesting, but it's worth talking about. We got the NFL tonight, Steelers and Browns, Baker Mayfield, y'all, at home against the arch rivals. We'll talk about the Colin Kaepernick workout, which is coming up on Saturday because there's so much chatter about that. The Cy Young Awards were handed out yesterday. Today, MVPs. Will Alex Bregman receive one of those? Got a lot to do. Us and you, Jerry Palm, at 8:30 on the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Sports Animal time is 7:11. Let's take another look at the roads. This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Indeed, used by over 3 million businesses for hiring, where business owners and HR professionals can post job openings with screener questions, then sort, review, and communicate with candidates from an online dashboard. Learn more at Indeed.com/hire. Right now we have Coors. It is blocked off in both directions from Blake to Irvine Lane due to a house fire. You can take Unser or Tapia instead to get around that one. We also have a report of accident at the intersection of northbound Universe at Irving. And also we still have police activity that has the street closed going southbound between Green Valley Road and Osuna. You can take Guadalupe Trail or 2nd Street instead to get around that. This report was also sponsored by Clark's Pet Emporium. Think about your pets on those cold fall nights. Clark's Pet Emporium does. Clark's has supplies like custom dog houses, heated water bowls, and beds, and a huge selection of coats and sweaters. Clark's Pet Emporium on Lomas west of San Mateo, Manal at Juan Tabo, and at clarkspet.com. If you see an accident, call us on the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 and Comanche. I'm Josue with your Sports Animal Traffic.
The Dan Patrick Show.
The replay of instant replay is not helping for me. I'll watch something, I'll go, oh, you'll overturn it. And then I keep thinking, what am I seeing? I would prefer they took replay out. I don't think they know what they're doing. I keep thinking there's some guy there having Doritos and having a soda, and then they go, hey Tommy, look at the pass. Yeah, nothing to see there. And then he goes back to, watching a movie.
Weekdays at 1, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Hi, it's me, your nose. I'm so congested. Use the Vicks Sidex nasal spray, would you? Mouth breather. Yeah, the Vicks Sidex nasal spray. Starts working in seconds and lasts for up to 12 hours.
I can breathe again. Vicks Sinex nasal spray is incredible. I feel like a whole new nose. Oh, let's buy a new car so we can smell it. Oh, we're really breathing now.
For nasal congestion relief, get Vicks Sinex and breathe freely fast. Use as directed.
Why wait for Black Friday prices? Get them today at the Home Depot. Up to 40% off appliance special buys. But why stop there? You'll also get an extra $50 in instant savings on any Samsung top-load laundry pair. If you're ready to clean up on Samsung laundry, the only place you should stop is here. Black Friday savings, early, now, at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. U.S. only while supplies last. Gas dry extra. See store for details. Valid through December 5th.
Do you love football? Then get with the program and get down to Hooters to catch the game, crazy good wings, ice cold beer, and the best fans on the planet. You love wings. You love ice cold beer. And who doesn't love the world famous Hooters girls? All the games, all season. Hooters.
Catch all the games at Hooters and enjoy great specials like a draft beer and 10 boneless wings for only $10. Served up by the world famous Hooters girls.
In most situations, it's easy to debate who is the greatest of all time. But when you need collision repair, there's only one clear GOAT. Quanz has won a Best of the City award for the past 6 years straight. Don't go to any collision repair shop. Go to the better collision repair shop at Quanz Auto Body. Our award-winning customer service and certified collision repair makes Quanz better than the competition. Make the better choice and visit Quanz Auto Body in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho.
At Isleta
Resort and Casino, we know you love the fun and excitement of playing our Las Vegas-style games.
But remember to always play responsibly. If it ever stops being fun for you or someone you know, there's help 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 1-888-696-2440.
Visit the Responsible Gaming Association of New Mexico at rganm.org or call 1-888-696-2440.
At Isleta Resort and Casino, we encourage you to always keep it fun.
Prescription products require an online physician consultation and are only available if the physician determines a prescription is appropriate. Subscription required. See website for full details and important safety information.
Hey guys, good news. The outrageously expensive Little Blue Pill is now generic, which means you can get the prescription medication to treat ED at affordable prices. And Hims makes it extra affordable. And right now, get your first online visit totally free when you go to forhims.com/joy. Sure beats paying for an in-office doctor's appointment, doesn't it? Plus, you won't need to deal with awkward face-to-face conversations to get your prescription. Hims connects you to doctors online who can evaluate you and, if appropriate, prescribe the medication. And a pharmacy sends it right to your door. Hims makes it affordable, private, and incredibly easy. Nobody likes dealing with ED. Now, thanks to Hims, nobody has to. And that's really good news. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, forhims.com/joy. That's forhims.com/joy for your free online visit. forhims.com/joy.
Catch the Sports Bar with Michael Carlisle and Mike Trujillo. Local talk today at 3, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
All right, Lakers and Warriors last night. And just like every year in the past, it's really not been interesting. It's been a blowout. It's been lopsided. But, man, it's just like a different lopsided and blowout, isn't it? I guess it's like the last year's, just reversed. And, by the way, can I do a Get Off My Rocks rant?
Get off my rocks.
So, and I know it's kind of a theme of an old Get Off My Rocks, but when I'm watching a game and it says Lakers all over the court and there's a team in yellow and it's not the Lakers, something's not right, dude. Well, just Lakers were in purple. I'll get off of this in a second. He's got that look. All right, dude, I've heard this before. Come on, Dad, move on. It hurt my eyes because it was the Lakers gold uniforms are so distinctive at home, and then you got the Lakers court, so the colors are bordering the court, and you're trained over. I've been watching Laker basketball for a lot of bleeping years now, like north of 40. And so you're trained when you see the Lakers colors, right, around the court, the team in gold is going to be the Lakers, and they're not. So
that's one thing you don't want to see change, right?
Change it back. It just took an adjustment.
Don't remodel my uniform.
Remodel my uniforms. Look, this is not a surprise. This is not a revelation. This is no. I mean, I can't believe what I was watching. It is stunning how in a matter of one off season, how it. Flipped. Like, absolutely. Like, a year ago, it was a mismatch, and now it's a mismatch, and it's just the other way. And I don't even know who I'm watching with the Golden State. Well, I know you do, but I'm going to guess the 97% of America has no idea who these guys are.
99.9% of America does not know who's playing for Golden State. We just went over this prior to the show. Jason's like, wait.
That was a pregame meeting I missed?
On Lakers, and it was one of those nights that if you did happen to tune in, there was a lot of wait, what moments?
Yeah.
Because you have no idea who's on the Warriors roster. You're discovering
JaVale McGee went
Avery
nuts.
Bradley
Yes.
and Danny Green are playing for the Lakers. Everyone's favorite player, Alex Caruso, because just go bald already, man.
Balding white dudes, or at least light dudes.
Yam on you unexpectedly, so he's like a crowd favorite.
That's right. How can he not be?
In the NBA.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Dwight Howard is changing the narrative.
I know.
He's in shape. He's playing backup center role.
He's got
I'm good with
tips.
it now.
Yeah.
I've evolved.
Yeah. Yep. He had, 15 and 8 last night, and he's got his bleached tips, and he's happy, and he's dunking on fools. JaVale McGee's getting time because they're winning the games by 20+.
Double-double.
It was a weird night. It was just, I flipped over. I was watching the Lobos because I just couldn't get out last night. Addie had a bunch of homework, and I offered her the opportunity. She's like, yeah, Dad, I got a test, and all right, you better ace that test. Is that wrong? Right? If she was studying for that history test, you better ace it. So I was watching that and watching the Lakers and country music awards and all kinds of stuff. But it was like, back in the day, this would have been good, although I'm not sure what day it was when the Lakers and the Warriors were both good. I'm really, actually, now that I think about it, I'm not sure what day that was.
Well, this would have been a good game even if at least you had
late 70s?
Steph Curry and Draymond Green.
Yeah, Klay Thompson was there on the bench.
Thompson in the suit, rehab, but not going to play this year.
Yeah. It was just, it was, first of all, just the aesthetics.
Life comes at you fast.
Really fast. Really fast. And the Lakers, when they go through the motions, are really good against a real, it's just, I had to see it for myself how bad the Warriors were. And I guess that's why I kept watching, right? And you Steve Kerr, what's the dude who interviewed him at halftime? He's on Around the Horn a lot. Anyway, the reporter, George Sedano. And he asked him a question, and Steve Kerr's like, he's trying to turn into Popovich now. He's like, I don't know, you got any suggestions? I mean, you're looking at a guy who's been to 5 straight finals, and he's going to get criticized this year as a coach, and it's just going to go to show you that coaches are really good when they have good players, and they're not as good when they don't have good players.
There's nothing about Steve Kerr.
Well, there's good. You don't think it's coming? I promise you it's coming.
But it just shows that you don't know what's going on. Like,
well, there's a lot of people who have outlets that don't know. Yeah.
This is a team that is now all of a sudden starting, Willie Cauley-Stein and D'Angelo Russell that was supposed to be just pieces to their puzzle alongside Steph Curry and Draymond Green this season.
Jordan Poole is starting for them.
A team that is playing Glennon Robinson III for 28 minutes. Now, I think they have some young players that next year will contribute, and that's going to be the key for the Warriors is how do these players evolve? Eric Pascal, who I think could be a solid piece for them as a perimeter role player moving forward. But this year it's going to look bad, and they're going to get beat up, and they're going to have one of the worst records in the league. And guess what? Out of all this, they're going to have a high draft pick.
Yep.
They're going to bring a young, talented player.
Yep.
Have Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green full go next year.
Yep.
And he'll get a couple more seasons running it back.
Maybe get
what
a free
level
agent.
This team can play at.
Yeah, maybe get a free agent. To all of your points are right. It's just stunning to watch. When you sit there and look at Steve Kerr sit there with Mike Brown and that staff who you've watched have so much success and just borderline dominate over the last 5 years and win championships, and then you're looking at what they are. And to your point, life comes at you quickly. It is amazing. And I understand why. One guy left, one guy, 2 guys are hurt. Draymond, barely was it.
Draymond's not going to be an impactful player by himself.
No. I wonder how he's going to handle it. I think the biggest story, to your point, is going to be the development of these young players, but I think the biggest subplot is how is Draymond going to handle this? Draymond got paid. How's Draymond going to handle just being irrelevant? Like they're not going to be good. They're going to get beat up every night. And by the way, they're going to get heckled while they get beat up every night because they're going to go into arenas where they were dominating for the last 5 years, and people are going to love seeing them be horrible. And how's Draymond going to handle this come January, February when they're 16, 17 games out of a playoff spot, and it's a Tuesday night in Salt Lake City or right where they heckle, by the way, or in Milwaukee. We always pull out Milwaukee because it seems just really cold on a Tuesday night in February there. I don't know why.
What are you doing in Milwaukee in February?
I did that once, and it was chilly.
But Draymond's going to be on the Kawhi Leonard game plan this year. He's not going to play a lot of basketball. So it's going to be a lot of ugly games for the Golden State Warriors, a lot of young guys, kind of been there, done that guys, getting an opportunity to play this season, and you just keep your fingers crossed everyone comes back healthy and you can get at least a couple more years of high-level basketball. Because even coming into this year with just Steph Curry and Draymond Green, I know you bought into that.
Yeah, I was bad. I was really bad.
I was on the line that they're going to be fighting for 8th.
Yeah. No, you're right, and they're fighting for nothing. They're going to be fighting to eat, not for number 8. They're going to be
now. They're going to be like, who do we like in college basketball this year?
Right.
Let's watch.
Find me the next
game.
Zion. No, it's exactly what it's going to be. All right, explain to me what's going on with Russell Westbrook and Patrick Beverly, and how Russ is saying he don't guard nobody, man.
The playoffs where Beverly lunged at him after the timeout, and he tore his meniscus.
I do remember.
They don't like each other.
All right, so it's
like
just reheated.
Beverly a ton. And when James Harden scores 47, Patrick Beverly is guarding James Harden a lot of the game. Russ is going to remind him that James Harden scored 47 points last night.
Quote from Russ Westbrook, Pat Bev trick y'all, man, like he be playing defense. He don't guard nobody, man. It's just running around doing nothing. All that commotion to get 47, end quote.
That was a good win because you know what?
Nope.
Kawhi Leonard was playing.
That's right.
This wasn't a Kawhi rest night. That was full go LA Clippers, which tonight Kawhi's not going to play, but they're expecting Paul George back, so they're going to get better. But a good start for the Houston Rockets, who are dealing with some injuries themselves. All of a sudden, 8-3. It's working so far. Russ and James Harden. Harden's been the guy the last 2 weeks to really take over, and Russ taking a little bit of back seat right now. So far, so good.
Yep, and it's still a mess in New York. I brought that up just because I watched the NBA. But am I just old man on the aesthetics? And that's okay if I am.
What
I don't care.
You're used to.
It's a lot of years, so there's two places where it hits me. It's the parquet, right, where you see the Celtic thing in the middle, and the Celtics aren't in white, and then just the purple and gold bordering the court. And so I've watched it for, north of 40 years. And the team in gold won the Lakers. It was just, it was like, one of those where you rub your eyes. You just got to, what the hell am I looking at? That's all. You're just trained over these years. They're going to get off my lawn. He's like, get off my damn lawn. Put on the damn yellow shirts. The hell's wrong with you? Damn white on Sundays, kids today. They're too damn young. 246. That's the problem with kids today. The problem.
Too young.
The problem with kids today.
No experience.
They're too damn young.
They keep getting younger. What's going on?
All right, 505-246-0610 is the number to get in, 888-922-0610. Emails come in this morning and every morning, jeff@610knml.com, jj@610knml.com. But the email, it's electronic mail. It comes on your screen here, the television screen.
Where does my stamp go?
The
Where
hell?
do I put my stamp?
Where do I put the address, huh? What, the return to sender? What if there's not enough postage? Huh? The hell's wrong with you? All right, when we come back.
Is it velvet?
Get you ready. What is that, velvet? We'll get you ready. We got a good Thursday night game tonight.
Where's the slot? And put my letter in.
What is the mailman? Is it going to be a girl? Is she cute? Let me tell you. One time I had this mail girl. Hi, was she cute? The legs on her in the summer. All right, 2460610 is the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 homeowners improve their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club or DreamstyleRemodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer. Frontier render number one. Cover it with green stuff. One scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough. Backed by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot. It's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rawlins, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
The Lascombe family has been growing and crafting wine in New Mexico since 1981. Formerly known as St. Clair Winery, we're going back to our roots and honoring our founders, Danielle and Hervé Lascombe. Today, our D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro locations continue to deliver the exceptional wine and food experience you've come to expect from the Lascombe family. Visit us and enjoy a culmination of our 6th-generation winemaking legacy and unique, perfectly paired foods. D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro.
The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches.
All right, I got NFL for you tonight. Steelers and Browns, NFC or AFC, because they're not in the NFC. The AFC North, big one. The people in Cleveland have been circling this one since it came out. Thursday night national game. They hated Steelers. What are they going to wear? Those damn color rush uniforms? All brown. They look like the poo. And the other ones are all yellow. The hell? What are they going to wear tonight? Color? We don't have color rush anymore, right?
All we know is the Cleveland Browns are setting y'all up for failure once again.
You don't think they're going to win tonight?
They beat the Buffalo Bills. Back on track.
Bills.
Second half schedule. Here we go. And they're going to fail again.
What's the spread tonight? Like, I wouldn't even. It's got to be really tight. 3?
Yeah.
I don't even know who I would have thought
still there
would have been favored, to be honest with you. Cleveland -3 because they figure they can score a little bit and shut down the Mason Rudolphs. James Conner's playing tonight, correct?
Yes.
So no Jalen Samuels is your main back, although he'll play.
Jalen Samuels will not help you in fantasy football.
He will not help you. Hopefully I picked up I think I got 2 Wyoming guys now on my.
Brian Hill.
And Hollister.
Jacob Hollister.
Yeah, since I'm the worst team in the league, I should have had the first priority, right? I haven't even checked yet. I just put in for it. I should get it, right? Mm-hmm. When you're 1 and whatever, you should get whatever you want. All right, that's tonight at what time? 6 o'clock here on the sports radio. 6 o'clock, the Sports Animal will have the Steelers and the Browns for you. All right, what do you make? And the more you listen to the Colin Kaepernick stuff, I guess he asked to move it to a Tuesday. The league said, no, it's on Saturday. People are losing their mind. Take what you can get. They gave you this damn Saturday. Shut up and take it. He just asked, man. He didn't demand it. He didn't, by the way, I would have asked too. That's when workouts are. There's not going to be one head coach that will be there on a Saturday before a game. And the GMs, for the most part, aren't going to be there. They're traveling. They've got their schedules. I guess
there's going to be area scouts.
What I'm hearing is like 7 teams are coming right now.
No one of importance is going to be there on a Saturday. Maybe if someone from Cleveland or Pittsburgh is interested, given the fact they play tonight. But this is weird. It makes no sense. The NFL, when you learn more about it, only give them 2 hours to accept the workout. A select group of reporters were told, wait for an announcement, and then the announcement came out, and Kaepernick's agents are asking, like, hey, who's going to come to the camp? And the NFL's like, well, we're not going to tell you who's going to come. It's like, what are you doing? It's this weird shadow game charade where they're putting on for Colin Kaepernick out of nowhere.
So does my whole theory from yesterday feel more real to you?
Absolutely. But then it's, even if this was an agreed upon event, in the settlement, it still is
poorly executed.
Very poorly executed.
Begrudgingly executed.
Yeah, and that's what's. And you'd expect that though if it's like you're forced to do it in the course of a settlement. But it's still something I look at and go, if y'all thought of this like 2 years ago, this would have gone away, and you could have been through this. Like, boom, here's a workout and go. But
look, if you'd have done
the mud, re-upping this story, and here we go again.
So to do this workout randomly on a Saturday in November before Week 11's games, I guess the Steelers and the Browns head coach can go if they want, and you do have a bunch of teams on bye this week, right? Pete Carroll can go if he wants, right?
Yeah.
Do you think any of these coaches are going to be there? There won't be one head coach, right?
Coach is going to be there. No.
No, I think you've got the 8 of them could go, right? The 2 who are playing tonight, I'm sorry. And then I think there's 6 teams on bye, if I'm not mistaken. There might be less than that. But to tell me that you're doing this on a Saturday in Atlanta, I'm sorry, only 4 teams on bye. Seattle, the Giants, Tennessee, and Green Bay. Tennessee could be interested. And I imagine Seattle could be interested as a backup, right? I mean, could you see Seattle as being a place? Although they're the one team who brought him in, right, and worked him out when this whole thing was going on.
Well, they were
right?
gonna. I don't know if they did.
He never had a work.
He never did go in there? All right. So Seattle makes a little bit of sense. There's nothing about this that makes sense, the timing, other than Colin's team put out a week ago, 2 weeks ago, a statement that they're getting no response to any of their overtures. Okay. Mm-hmm. And so the league says, hey, I got an idea. Let's hold a workout. We'll sponsor the league. We'll get people together and invite everybody, and we'll bring cookies and have complimentary Gatorade. Oh, wait. Sorry. Could somebody bring Capri Suns? I was hearing yesterday they didn't have a plan. They didn't have receivers for him to throw to. There was no, workout agenda. Now, I'm hearing that has all been taken care of since. It almost sounds, JJ, like they put out this overture expecting him to decline. Does it not feel that way to you?
Yes, I could see that being a part of it, too. It's like, let's put it out there. We'll give them such tough circumstance that they're going to say no to it.
So it's not worth it.
And then we can play the C.
See, we tried. We tried. Yep. They did it on a Saturday. He asked to move it to a Tuesday because, by the way, Tuesdays are the workout days. Tuesdays are typically the days off in your basic NFL week. Those are the days where coaches and general managers make themselves available to take a look at guys who are, whether it was Josh Gordon when he worked out for Seattle and they signed him or whatever. It's typically, now, and I understand that doesn't mean always. There's always exception to typically. But that's when it's done. That's when it would make more sense. 7 teams are committed right now. Detroit, Miami, Atlanta, Tampa Bay, Denver, Washington, and Arizona. Okay? It sounds like the Cowboys plan to attend as well. All right? I just – is this about the physical workout or is this about him sitting at the table and you firing questions at him? Because I think it's more about how he answers. I think Colin's going to look fine. If he's working out in shorts and in a T-shirt and he's throwing out patterns to a guy running, he's going to look fine.
Most people do.
Right?
In those situations.
It's your pro day and how fast you run the 40, go, click. All right, run through these tires. Okay, you look great. Wow, Colin's tall. Oh, he lost some weight. He looks like he's in shape. He's been working out. Oh, he's still got an arm. Okay, throws the ball. Oh, terrific. And then Jadeveon Clowney's bearing down on him. What's he going to do? You have no idea. It's more about the mental thing, the whole what answers are they going to get to their questions.
And what questions do they want to ask?
Well, does he need a list beforehand?
No, what is it?
How are you going to handle
the for the national anthem?
Well, okay, that'll be one of them.
I think he answered that a while back.
That'll be one of them. How are you going to handle the questions about this? How are you? Where's your stance on this, Colin? Do you still feel that this platform is to be used, for your social agenda, right? Those type of questions, and then. And I'm sure Colin's being prepared for all of this right now. I'm sure Colin's team is holding mock interviews right now and preparing him for this. And there will be a message from Colin. I don't know what that message is going to be. I don't know where Colin's head is. I have no idea. But I think that's what this is about. 505-246-0610. You want your team to take a look? Denver is. Dallas sounds like they're going to. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Sports Animal time is 7:40. Let's take a look at this morning's commute once again. This report is sponsored by Staples. Staples Printing and Marketing Services makes connecting with clients and loved ones easy with hundreds of holiday templates you can customize. And right now, get 20% off select custom cards and invitations. Ends 12/28/19, limit 1. Visit staples.com/holiday cards or store for details. Staples. Right now we have a minor crash on westbound I-40 just west of Louisiana. That is on the right shoulder. Still active from earlier is the accident southbound Coors at Montano blocking the left shoulder. Accident southbound on 528 just south of 21st Avenue with slight backups happening there. We also have an accident at Universe and Irving with northbound delays happening there. If you see an accident, make sure and give us a call on the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167, brought to you by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 and Comanche. I'm Josue with Sports Animal Traffic.
This is Boomer Esiason with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by Robert Half, the experts in accounting, finance, IT, legal, marketing, and administrative staffing. It's been a great week to be a Mets fan, folks. First, Pete Alonso won the National League Rookie of the Year award. Then last night, Jacob deGrom, the 2014 Rookie of the Year, captured his second consecutive Cy Young award. deGrom had to overcome a slow start, and in particular, 3 outings in which he was shelled for 14 runs. Some claim he was tipping his pitches. He says he was simply leaving too many pitches out over the plate. Last night, he told Steve Gelbs of SNY TV that those 3 starts still aggravate him. That's what makes him great. He's a perfectionist. He has a relentless focus on his craft and multiple Cy Youngs. He reminds me of the great Tom Seaver. And if deGrom can maintain his groove, he could follow Tom Terrific all the way to Cooperstown. That would be his crowning achievement, but I bet if you ask him, he'd settle for a World Series win, or 2, or 3, or 4. I'm Boomer Esiason.
You have a job to fill. You post your opening to dozens of online job sites and receive 600 resumes, which you barely have time to eyeball and settle on someone good on paper. In real life, they aren't. You train, retrain, correct, redo, admit defeat, start all over again. Robert Half is the better way to find top talent quickly. Robert Half interviews and custom matches applicants to your exact requirements. Satisfaction guaranteed. Robert Half, the experts in accounting, finance, IT, legal, marketing, and administrative staffing. Visit roberthalf.com.
At O'Reilly Auto Parts, we'll help make your auto repair, maintenance, and restoration projects easier. So when your car isn't stopping like it used to, our professional parts people will help you find the brake parts and supplies you need to do the job right the first time. Now, for a limited time, get 15% off a set of Brake Best pads and 2 rotors. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
There's a new home for Lobo Talk, and you're listening to it.
Lobo Talk. I'm your host, Robert Portnoy.
Catch the voice of the Lobos, Robert Portnoy, right here on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. Every week as he talks with Lobo coaches, players, and more. Lobo Talk, Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock right here on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Glasheen, Baez, and Inderman Injury Lawyers. When you have one chance to get it right,
call the attorneys that deliver proven results. Visit us at gvilaw.com or call right now 505-243-7200.
Tech the Wall, win cash and prizes. Saturdays in November. We've Tech the Wall with this season's hottest devices, plus your chance to win up to $10,000 cash. It's the 400K Tech the Wall, only at Route 66 Casino Hotel.
At Route 66.
Leonard Tire and Automotive has helped with Cooper tires, installation, repairs. You should really think about trusting your tire and automotive repair jobs with them. Leonard Tire Automotive been a family-run business. And one of the things I like about them, there's never been a hassle with them ever. Leonard Tire and Automotive is also car care. Change your oil almost as quick as the quick stops can. They do engine repair, tune-ups, just about anything you need done on your vehicle. Stop by and see old Travis or Don Leonard today at Leonard Tire and Automotive. They're good folks, they really are. Second in Lomas or Eubank and Manal.
Would you like a different experience from People's Flowers? People's is now offering a do-it-yourself terrarium and succulent bar. Make your own terrarium. Come in and select your container, air plants, succulents, tropical plants, and many more. Instructions and stations are right in the store. The friendly staff is always available to help with suggestions. Bring the kids for something fun and different to do. Do-it-yourself bars at People's Flowers, Nob Hill, Candelaria, and Eubank stores. Go to peoplesflowers.com today. Flowers say it all, and People's makes the difference.
It's Christmas in November at Rich Ford. That means with your good credit, no payments until 2020. That means you don't have to worry about dipping into your Christmas fund. Come on by and take a look at the great selection we have of safety-certified used vehicles, all of which come with a 2-year, 100,000-mile warranty, whichever comes first, and they've all been safety-certified by Rich Ford Master Technicians. Here's Dennis Snyder to tell you about the selection.
We have a 15-model Mitsubishi Outlander for $13,489 or a 2016 Hyundai Tucson for $14,495. Great little SUVs like the 2018 Ford Escape, only $16,989, or a 16 Nissan Rogue for only $18,989. Here's a pair to draw to. How about a pair of Jeep Wranglers? One of them an unlimited Rubicon, $28,995. Another one is an unlimited Sport, $28,995. Take your pick.
It's Christmas in November at Rich Ford. We're at the super corner of Lomas and Wyoming Northeast. You can check these out online at rich-ford.com, and yes, we're open Sunday.
Coming to Isleta.
Chubby Checker November 24th.
Goo Goo Dolls December 2nd.
Brawl on the Bosque December 7th.
Plus Phil Vassar with Lone Star.
ZZ Top.
And Nelly.
Tickets at Isleta.com.
Isleta Resort and Casino, where the fun begins.
Catch the Sports Bar with Michael Carlisle and Mike Trujillo. Local talk today at 3, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Lobos in Boise on Saturday. That'll be at 8:15. Pregame at, I believe, 7:15. What time will they start the pregame show, you know? If it's an 8:15, 7? All right. So is it official? Do we know who's doing what now?
Yes.
Can we tell people now?
Can.
I mean, I know you were uncomfortable yesterday with this.
Well,
okay?
still a lot of moving parts.
Are you more comfortable now?
I'm more comfortable now.
All right. So JJ's going to Boise.
The Blue.
He will be with Robert Portnoy sitting in for Don Trell, who can't make the game. So Saturday's lineup, we're taking over News Radio KKOB pretty much. 4 o'clock Lobo basketball, 3:30 pregame show. I will be with Hunter Green. I'll call play-by-play of Lobo basketball against McNeese State with Hunter. And then when that's over, the pregame show, JJ will be with Robert in Boise over on News Radio KKOB for Lobo football. You excited?
I'm very excited for this opportunity to go up to Boise. The first time seeing the Blue Field in person. Have to check it out. Everyone says it's just a different experience, but kind of weird at first, especially when you're down there on the field, taking a look at it, and really just looking forward to the opportunity.
Yeah, no, it's nice. What they've done at Albertson Stadium, they put a lot of money into it. I think you're going to be impressed with the facility itself, and just, you know, they've committed. But you got an opportunity to go up there and see a pretty good football team, by the way. The 21st ranked team in the country, Boise State, who is leading the Mountain Division and escaped last week on the Blue.
It was a tight game. I was rewatching it yesterday. I still got to go back through.
Boy, Wyoming had chances.
The second half again, and with Wyoming, it's the same philosophy Lobos have to try to take: slow the game down and run the football. Win on first down. Just try to give yourself.
You just can't keep yourself in second down 9 all night.
Yeah.
Third down and
Curtis
8.
Weaver's going to blow it up. That defensive line for Boise State is going
to big number 99
injure night.
Yep.
But I was impressed with Vanderwall,
Yes.
his decision-making, especially just on some of the short runs, things that Tavaka can do just to give themselves a chance. But Chase Cord,
that's their quarterback, the backup quarterback at Boise State.
Bachmeier could play. Who knows? Hank Bachmeier, the freshman, who's the easiest thing to say. He's the pro passer in terms of he'll make the throws downfield, hit all the things we talk about with a pro style quarterback. But Cord, their offense is more multiple with him. You see the quarterback run game. You see a lot more of the short passes, but different variations of offense. And I was impressed with Chase Cord and his ability. So it will be to be determined between those two on a Saturday night.
So, do the Lobos have a running back like X-Valladay that Wyoming has? Valladay's been terrific, and watch him in person, I was impressed just with his lower body, just his makeup. But every time I watch him on television, I'm just he finds holes.
My biggest question is the guard spots, and they've been kind of
for
rotating
UNM
players at left and right guard for the Lobos. Martin Davis can handle those carries, but can they create anything on early downs?
Yeah. I think to your point, first down is really key. Because if you're behind the chains or you're at second down, third down and 9 all night, you're not going to win. You're not going to be in this game. If you're at third down and 9 all night, you've got to get chunks on first down.
Yeah, you're going to see that game running with you very fast.
Yeah, and then how's the secondary? And what we'll talk with Johnny Hernandez about this coming up at 9 o'clock. Lobo safety is going to be with us. How does the Lobo secondary handle if Bachmeier plays, if Cord plays, they run the ball? Look, Boise State does everything pretty well. They run the ball really well. But how do you handle their passing game? And can you and keep this thing from getting out of hand? What's the weather going to be? I think you're getting away pretty well, right? I mean, it's not going to be.
This seems about.
But cold, but not stupid cold, right? You're actually kind of wearing your Boise State colors today, aren't you? A little blue and orange.
Orange, yeah.
Oh yeah. Is that Boise State or Denver?
Let's go Denver today.
Yeah, you're going Denver. I don't know. I think you're Boise State guy.
Today.
Can't believe it. Do you need me to go find you
Brandon Allen?
Do you need me to go find you a Lobo shirt to wear? Some sort of I'll find him. I'm sure I can find him a pullover in my closet. I found a few more Lobo basketball shirts for you.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Yeah. And some of them still have the tags on them. JJ's like, wait a minute. Well, you're a medium and he's the large.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
I would appreciate them, but they just fit awkwardly, and it'd be like, why is it dude wearing?
So you're wearing mediums?
Clothes?
Well, you got your new jacket though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're gonna wear that
at some point or the weekend? Yeah.
All right. See, thank you, Larry. See.
I will be prepared for cold weather.
As he gets on the plane.
As he gets on the plane. They both get on the plane together. All right, so that's tomorrow. And coming up at 9 o'clock, we'll talk Lobo football. Johnny Hernandez, who's going to be with us, the former walk-on, who's now starting safety for the University of New Mexico, as they go up to Boise coming up over the weekend. What's with the skanking skeleton? Football skeleton. I like it if you're watching the ProView Networks.
That is what happens if you play football for 10 years.
Is that what happens?
That is what you look like at the end of your career.
Ask Tom Brady. Have you looked at him?
Yeah.
Look at Tommy. He gets even better, stronger, and gooder the whole time.
That's Peyton Manning from his Instagram video yesterday.
What about Glover Quinn? 10 years, walked away, healthy, happy, wealthy, wise. I don't even know what all that means, but I believe it's right. All right, we're going to talk some more football coming up in the next hour. So we're going to play the musical quarterbacks in the offseason. We believe that, right? I gave you that list the other day of the quarterbacks who we believe are going to be on the move. Cam Newton to the Bears makes sense to you. He's open to going to the Bears. Are the Bears going to give up on the Mitchell Trubisky project? And I guess it's probably too early to tell, but if they don't make the playoffs and they're going to firmly believe it's because of their offense, right?
It's definitely a part of it.
Do they cut the cord on a guy they jumped up to number 2 to pick?
If he's not good, yes.
Cam Newton?
I like it.
Do you like Cam Newton there?
I do like Cam Newton.
Okay. Cam Newton will play again. It won't be in Carolina. But Cam Newton will play again, and he will get a reboot. That's where the talk is. I think the musical quarterback thing is going to be interesting. Will Colin Kaepernick be on an NFL team start of next season? And will he be in contention for a starting quarterback job?
No.
Will he be on a team?
No.
I think he will. And I think he's going to – what's that?
We'll see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. That's what we do. You always tell me that's what we do, opinions, right? I mean, yeah, I don't know for sure. You don't know for sure. Seattle makes sense to me. I don't know why.
I'm feeling more and more like the dude's going to be on a roster in the season.
It might be this season, too. That doesn't mean it won't be next season. That doesn't make one exclusive of the other. All right. Well, they are exclusive of each other. It doesn't make it, they can't both be right. All right, when we get back, the Astros allegations are out there. How do the teams that they played in the World Series feel about that? Dodgers and the Yankees have both reacted to that. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 homeowners improve their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club or DreamstyleRemodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, backed by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
The service department at Gala Chevrolet is clean, modern, and ready for you. Our master technicians service every make and model, including certified service on any GM vehicle. Service done right the first time, every time, right here at the all-new Gala Chevrolet.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili, breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
As one of the only locally owned dealerships in Albuquerque, Gala Chevrolet understands the importance of giving back to our community. After all, we're not a franchise dealership or some corporate-owned conglomerate. We're a local business working hard to make this a better place to live. That's why you'll feel good knowing the money you spend here stays here and supports a long list of community organizations like the Police Department, Sheriff's Department, and many, many more. Support the dealership that supports Albuquerque, the all-new Gala Chevrolet.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Kicked off your NFL football week. Global basketball last night, 93-78. UNM is 3-0. They beat the Fighting Phoenix of Green Bay. On now to McNeese State, Saturday night in Dreamstyle Arena. Pause. The Pit. And then onto the road. Then to El Paso. And then we're going to go to Las Cruces. And to Brooklyn. Yeah! It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, Hoser. Jason's producing for you over on the ProView Network, so you can watch the show statewide on Comcast Channel 26 or worldwide at ProViewNetworks.com. Big win for Lobos last night. They're all big. It would have been a bigger loss, but it's a nice win. 93-78. Workman-like, sloppy first half. Pull away late against a pesky team that had some talent, and I think you get another more reps. Jaquan Lyle was terrific with 31 points to go with his 7 first-half turnovers, and the Lobos win again. And it was just a nice, solid showing at the Pit, right?
Yeah, and it's a step up in competition combined with how sloppy they were, and it's why at times it was kind of just arm length, and they really weren't able to pull away. And so midway through the second half, because Green Bay, better guards than they played, better athleticism than they've seen to this point in time. You know, Paul Ward talked about it post-game that he was impressed with just the experience and the speed of Green Bay, the situations that they put the Lobos in. And I think a little bit of that, too, is New Mexico at times in that first half maybe trying to do a little too much syndrome, just expecting, hey, we've been cruising, and the same exact thing is going to happen when you look at the turnovers. But they settled down in the second half. Jaquan Lyle did not turn the basketball over. He had a lot of tough shots as well to make up for those first half turnovers. But now you're seeing how it plays out and then how he's going to be one of the focal points. The guards coming off the bench in Zane Martin and Keith McGee getting going. The minutes of J.J. Caldwell, who played 32 minutes. He didn't hit a field goal, but you look at him, he had 6 assists, 4 rebounds, and 4 steals, and that's going to be a big part of his game on the perimeter. Manigault just efficient again, 4 or 5 from the field in 19 minutes. And with him and Bragg, when they do see a step up in competition in size, they're going to have plenty of confidence to get going this season. And really the dude is McQuatch Alawatch. Go back to what Paul Ware said last night, and he said he believes that's the team MVP right now is what McQuatch Alawatch is doing. 16 points, 2 assists, a rebound, a steal. Does a little bit of everything, doesn't need the basketball in his hands. And you were listening to McQuatch. He was one of the 2 players that spoke after the game along with Cardinal and Bragg. You understand how things come together for him and why he works so well in that role.
He gets it.
And a player a lot of people are asking me about, it's Vance Jackson. He was 1 of 8 from the field. He's not confident in his shot. He's a frustrated player. And everyone's wondering, what's up? Well, he's not shooting well, and also
there's a lot
he's not the dude anymore. Yep. Like there's a lot of guys that can score, so not everything runs through Vance Jackson. So how is he going to handle it? He's the one. I think it's kind of fair to just keep an eye on over the next few games. Does he keep grinding? Is he just going to be able to defend and rebound and wait for a shot to come, or is it going to affect him more?
Yeah, and how's he going to handle it? Mentally, because I think the way last season ended, the exploration of going into the NBA, I think he probably came back and expected to be a big piece of this, and he still may be. Yeah. We're 3 games in, and the sample size is too small. But yes, how does this evolve, and because I think there's going to be times this year where he's going to be a gigantic piece of this, and you're going to see his development and his continued growth. Edward, good morning. You're on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline. How you living?
I'm living very well. Thank you for asking. I listened intently to yesterday's show, as I always do, and I thought you guys had kicked it old school back about 3 years. The main topics were Colin Kaepernick, a major alleged cheating scandal in sports, and downtown arena.
Yeah, right.
Conversation. That was
some
awesome.
Things never change, and now I'm talking about the damn Lakers not wearing yellow. I know.
My son says that they should go especially when they wear their mustard or whatever color they're wearing now, they should go back to their traditional gold. And then I hear they're going to wear
they wear
black
purple
now.
at home, man. Yeah, they have black. When the Lakers are at home and there's a team wearing gold or yellow or whatever that color is, it's got to be them, man. It was one of those just you rub your eyes. What's not right? It's like watching a football game on blue turf. It's just something's not right.
You know, I was listening to a commentator a few years ago, probably 5 years ago, and he randomly said, "I think we're going to get to a point where a team will wear a different jersey every night." Every night.
Oregon does.
For marketing purposes. Yeah, Oregon's got their uniform combos. Very interesting. To elaborate quickly on each one of those, Colin Kaepernick, I think you nailed it yesterday, Jeff. I think this crowd is part of some condition that he got when the settlement occurred, and they're kind of throwing him a bone. It might be a scrappy bone, but they're throwing him a bone nonetheless and saying, here you go. Here's what we committed to. Of all the teams that choose to carry 3 quarterbacks on their team, I think a lot of teams only carry 2.
Most.
Do I think that Colin Kaepernick is better than 80% of those individuals, barring the major starters in the NFL? Absolutely. Is it well documented that after he had his resurgence, his great couple of years, that they found out that he struggled reading defenses and, kind of turned out to be somewhat of a one-trick pony with the RPOs?
Yeah, defenses figured him out.
Absolutely. Yeah, they figured him out. But he's going to get an opportunity. Do I think he could step on the field after 3 years and outperform a lot of the backups? Clearly. So we'll see how this transpires. The cheating scandal is what it is,
stop.
right?
Hold on for a second. Hold on.
I
I think that's such an easy statement to make. And I don't know how. First of all, I've never seen a guy do it. And that doesn't mean it can't happen. Not play for 3 years, come back, and outperform the backup. Which backups have we watched that have really underperformed? Like which backups? Think of the Mason Rudolphs and the Gardner Minshews and guys you couldn't tell me A, who they were, and B, what team they were on 2 months ago. Which ones could he absolutely unequivocally, without watching him, could he outperform?
I've seen Billy Hoyer as a two-time champion, Super Bowl champion, step on the field with the Indianapolis Colts.
That's Brian Hoyer. In his first game, he played really well. In his second game, I know there was a Billy Ho reference. I got it. And his second game, he was bad. So one game he was good, one game he was bad.
Jeff, he threw a pick 6 against Pittsburgh when they go up 17-0. He completely destroyed their chances of winning that game. But you asked me for an example. Who's the quarterback for? They stepped off. He was a high school coach recently, and is playing starting quarterback
for the
right
Chiefs,
now.
He's done a great job. Matt Moore?
Yeah, he's done well. He's done well.
Oh, Josh
absolutely.
McCown?
Yeah, you're right. We're messing up names this morning, but there's a good example there.
Yeah,
those are points to validate, hey, these guys step on the field and execute. It doesn't mean that Colin Kaepernick can't. I don't know, right? I honestly don't know. But I think the role is to be a backup. But we'll see. The downtown stadium conversation, I don't know, guys. My kids played youth sports. I think to build a multi-purpose arena, every time I go, those things are packed. Do I think that it'd be more advantageous to build one of those? Sure. Do I think to build a soccer stadium? I don't know, right? It's the cart before the horse. Do you build it and build momentum? I think a multi-purpose arena would serve us better, but we don't have to go down that path.
You and I are on the same page there, I think.
Yeah, you're right. So let me say this about tonight's game, because the 5-star picks have been percolating. Everything shouts to me to pick Cleveland tonight. I know Pittsburgh has won 4 of their last 6 or 4 of their last 5. I get it. Their defense is playing well. I just feel like it's kind of somewhat fool's gold, and I know it's a 3-point game. It's still percolating for me. I might have to text you the pick.
Okay.
I've communicated with you for about a month now that I think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to beat the New England Patriots on Sunday, both coming off bye weeks. I think it's a fascinating game. I think the Cowboys catch a huge break if Detroit Lions quarterback doesn't play. That's why kind of Caesars pulled it off the money line. So I think we're in for a very interesting weekend. I do think the Minnesota Gophers are probably going to lose to. I think they're playing.
They're playing Iowa.
Iowa. I think Iowa's going to upset them at home, and I think LSU possibly coming up that huge win might get a little pullback this weekend. Even though I think they're playing Mississippi, but it'll be fun to watch. Anyway.
Right,
I might text you my pick for tonight. I'm just not feeling really confident about it. I want to feel confident about it, my friends. So,
all right, make sure you're confident. Indeed.
Have a great day, guys.
So on the Cap thing, because I think that's a big part of the argument. Well, he's better than a bunch of these guys. Is it definite after 3 years that he's better than a McNown or a Moore or a Minshew? Or It's not, right?
It's not.
Okay. I just because I don't want to be that guy, but I won't blindly go down that path into that argument. I just can't do that. I have no idea. Now, he might be. And to the point of a guy coming back after 3 years, you can't name one. But that doesn't mean it can't happen. Just because it's never happened before doesn't mean it can't happen ever, right? But I'm not ready. And if you want to tell me he was better 3 years ago, that's fine. I'll entertain that and whatever. It doesn't matter now. It just doesn't matter now. But we'll see. Hey, the holidays are coming, and that's the time we spend a whole lot of time away from home. We go to company parties and events, and maybe you're going to travel out of town to visit family. An empty house is a target for thieves. An International Protective Service, IPS, is a security company providing security officers who are trained to protect your home when you aren't there. They'll patrol your neighborhood, stop by, get out of their car, look around the perimeter of your house, make sure that your home has that lived-in look. They'll pick up your mail, pick up your newspaper, take the trash cans to the curb and back on garbage day, and if your alarm goes off, IPS responds with an armed officer. Within 5 to 7 minutes, the police may take hours to show up. The bad guys work overtime during the holidays. So does IPS. Put them to work for you so your home's not an easy target. Their job at IPS is to stop break-ins before they happen. Business owners, you also can take some time off and not worry about your business during the holidays. Call IPS. Let them protect what you have worked so hard for so many years to build. IPS, 505-897-2420. That's 505-897-2420. Or go to ipsglobal.com.
Sports Animal Time is 8:11. Let's take a look at this morning's commute. This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Indeed, used by over 3 million businesses for hiring, where business owners and HR professionals can post job openings with screener questions, then sort, review, and communicate with candidates from an online dashboard. Learn more at Indeed.com/hire. Well, right now we've got some great news. Montano, earlier accident there, is clear. Also, Universe is clear. Still active right now is a minor crash on westbound I-40 just west of Louisiana. That is on the right shoulder. Also, earlier accident southbound on 528 just south of 21st Avenue. That is actually almost clear, but it's in the cleanup stages still, so there's still some slight backups forming through there. If you see an accident, call us on the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167, brought to you by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 and Comanche. I'm Josue with your sports animal traffic.
There's a new home for Lobo Talk, and you're listening to it.
Lobo Talk. I'm your host, Robert Portnoy.
Catch the voice of the Lobos, Robert Portnoy, right here on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. Every week as he talks with Lobo coaches, players, and more. Lobo Talk, Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock right here on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
If you're looking for a great job, don't miss the Isleta Job Fair on Thursday, November 14th.
Isleta offers competitive wages, excellent benefits, and career advancement.
The Isleta Resort and Casino Job Fair, 10 a.m. until 3 p.m., Thursday, November 14th in the 777's Lounge.
In most situations, it's easy to debate who is the greatest of all time. But when you need collision repair, there's only one clear GOAT. Quans has won a Best of the City award for the past 6 years straight. Don't go to any collision repair shop. Go to the Better Collision Repair Shop at Quans Auto Body. Our award-winning customer service and certified collision repair makes Quans better than the competition. Make the better choice and visit Quans Auto Body in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho.
Dear movers and shakers, we know how you roll, and we're with you on the tarmac or terrain in the 2019 RAV4, in the comfy Highlander with seating for up to 8, in the sharp 2019 Toyota Camry with its available cockpit red leather seats. And we're with you in the new 2020 Corolla, loaded with attitude and the latest tech. We're with you. Let's go, Toyota.
Get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2019 Tacoma with $1,748 per 1,000 borrowed. Or get $2,000 cash back on a new Tacoma. Offers end December 2nd. Toyota, let's go places.
Includes TRD Pro, APR and approved credit from Toyota Financial Services. Cashback savings from Toyota Motor Sales USA Inc. does not include college grad or military rebate. Must be applied to the transaction. No cash payment will be made to consumer. Varies by region. See dealer for details. Offers end December 2nd.
Visit Toyota of Santa Fe, Larry H. Miller Toyota Albuquerque, or Larry H. Miller American Toyota. Or for more information, visit Toyota.com. Toyota.
Leonard Tire and Automotive has helped with Cooper tires, installation, repairs. You should really think about trusting your tire and automotive repair jobs with them. Leonard Tire Automotive been a family-run business. One of the things I like about them, there's never been a hassle with them ever. Leonard Tire and Automotive is also car care. Change your oil almost quick as the quick stops can. They do engine repair, tune-ups, just about anything you need done on your vehicle. Stop by and see old Travis or Don Leonard today at Leonard Tire and Automotive. They're good folks, they really are. Second in Loma, so Eubank and Manal.
Thanksgiving is almost here, and Lerner & Rowe injury attorneys want to help everyone celebrate this special time with a Thanksgiving dinner on their table. That's why Lerner & Rowe Gives Back is having their annual turkey giveaway. Lerner & Rowe will be giving away 1,500 turkeys Tuesday from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. at the Lerner & Rowe offices, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard in Albuquerque. Go to lernerandrowe.com for complete details. Happy Thanksgiving from all of us at Lerner & Rowe.
Albuquerque's Lobo Station, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
All right, we got football tonight. We got hoops last night, football tonight. Tomorrow here on your radio, you get us. Michigan State and Michigan on Saturday. And a good run for you on Sunday, of course. Lady Lobos and New Mexico State at 1:30. And we'll have the Bengals. What does that say? Bengals and Raiders? Is that what that says?
Yes.
All right. And then the Bears and Rams Sunday Night Football. It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, Hoser, and Jason, 2460610. Emails are coming in at jeff@610knml.com, jj@610knml.com. Hondo says, you and I are like one on this issue, Jeff. The little Trumpster, he said, needs to issue executive order. Lakers wear gold when they're playing in the Forum. Chick Hearn is spinning in his grave. On the other hand, I couldn't disagree with JJ more. This is the season Steve Kerr needs to show he's Coach of the Year, when he's working with a bunch of walk-ons, not when he has a roster of All-Americans. It's from Hondo. Hondo, show me one coach who could win it with a roster like this.
I said it's about player development.
Yeah. He wants him to win with this roster.
It's not.
No, that's what he's telling you. He wants him to win with this roster.
Pat Riley wouldn't win with this roster.
Brett Auerbach wouldn't win with this roster.
Why am I forgetting?
Phil Jackson.
Yes, I was like Phil. I can't remember his last name.
Yeah.
Phil Jackson wouldn't win with
Phil
this
guy
roster.
couldn't win with this roster. I mean, with all due respect, Hondo, you got to have players to win.
And disagree with your email more, Hondo.
There you go. Boy, I love when you guys disagree with each other. Bourne's in on Colin.
Steve Kerr sucks. He has sucky players.
That's right. Now he's not really good. All those rings, you should give him back. The 5 he won as a player and the 3 he won as a coach, you should give them all back. Bourne's in on Creepernick, Jeff. Coaches on bye weeks aren't going to show up. Remember, that is the obstacle we heard when considering moving the Lobo football Air Force contest. Guys already had plans to get out of town for the off weekend. They already booked flights to elsewhere, etc. Okay.
Yeah.
But I agree they're not going to show.
Would coaches show up to an in-season workout anyway?
I don't know.
Many? I really don't think so. We're talking about a potential backup quarterback.
Dan says OD on standby ? I agree with the discussion yesterday. I don't like Thanksgiving weekend state final games. We might need the OD crew for a few other things. It says, this is Jeffrey breaking into regular sports animal programming along with Juan Jose and Jeho for developing news from Lobo football. There is a major, what? I don't know that that's happening. By the way, with Thanksgiving weekend, right, we're off for like 4 days. Are you off for 4 days? You're probably not. You're going to have football, right?
There's a game Saturday.
Yeah, so you're not.
Saturday.
Yeah. Hello, Mike. How you living?
Good morning.
Middle class. What's up?
Middle. Yeah. Well, can we talk about basketball, Lobo basketball?
Yeah, go.
This year. I'm just trying to be calm this year. I don't know if I'll be able to do it.
Be calm.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter if they're good or bad. I'll still be a fan.
Right.
But the Lobos, I'm starting to like what they're talking about. The beef. They're bringing in this new coach, McHale. He's bringing this Pitino defense. I like it. Manigault's playing better. He was pretty soft last year, but Manigault's playing better on the defensive end.
Yeah.
And Bragg needs a lot of help. On the offensive end, they'll be okay. But on this arena thing, we need more projects like Top Golf. These kind of projects, I like that Top Golf project, and like a little more like the Astos Park. These kind of projects to get the economy going in the city.
So you want you like the soccer stadium project? It's okay that you do.
Yeah. As long as you build it on private land somewhere. I mean, I like the Sawmill. I mean, my favorite location is Lomas and Broadway, but that Sawmill location would work perfect.
The Sawmill. You like the Sawmill better than the rail yards. I think the Sawmill might be easier once they've built everything in to get in and out. I'm concerned about the rail yards location. That how are people going to drive in and out of there? And I know they're going to public transportation. This city changing their habits. I'm really struggling with believing that people are going to change their habits on transportation getting in and out of there. That's like I love the location in once you're there. I just don't know about access and how people are going to get in and out and parking on all that thing. I'd love to see those plans. All right, Mike. Good to hear you. Thanks. 246-0610, 888-922-0610. Your emails come in at jeff@610knml.com and jj at 610knml.com. So he's excited about Lobo basketball so much so he can't keep calm. Lobo basketball won 93-78 last night. Other Mountain West scores last night. Cal State Fullerton went into Laramie and beat Wyoming 60-53. Colorado State was a winner at home over Omaha. Omaha! Kill. 80-65. And San Diego State, for the first time ever, beat Dan Marley in Grand Canyon 86-61. What do you make of the Aztecs? At 3-0, not really having beaten anybody. Have you got to look at them yet?
I feel very similar to the Lobos, where there's higher expectations, there's some hype.
And to say they haven't beat anybody would be wrong. They went on the road and won at BYU the other day.
Yeah. And you want to just keep seeing them play. I get BYU Grand Canyon. It's better than what the Lobos have played, but I think Grand Canyon is right now comparable to Green Bay. Like that's
okay, but BYU is a different level. Wouldn't you say that's an upper
BYU
level
best
West
team
Coast?
That those two have played.
That's right. They'll play USD San Diego, and then their schedule. I mean, I'm looking for it. I don't know where it is. Utah. They've got to go on the road, right? Let me find a better schedule for them because they've got to go on the road, typically, and play in some multi-team event. And have the opportunity to play some people. What's up, Rudy? How you living?
Pretty good, Had a friend of mine visiting from New York City. He was here on business, and he'd never been to the pit live.
Nice.
So he got his first taste of it last night. And what people always say, he goes, this thing was built in 1966? I said, yeah. He goes, wow, it looked amazing. And he's used to Madison Square Garden and places like that.
Yeah, it's funny when people and it's the college environment. My brother-in-law he goes to games, Washington Wizards games, right, at the arena in D.C. and brought him to the pit for that San Diego State game 2 seasons ago and just loved it. I mean, he thought the place was great too. Yeah, there's something about that place. Yeah,
it's it's a magical place and it's always been that way. And we relived. He's a huge basketball fan, so we relived that. Valvano scene, that's something that's always going to stick out of my mind. But back to the Lobos, I think everybody's seeing how good this team can be because if one guy's not on, somebody else is. They can distribute the ball. I think they'll go as far as their defense will take them. I agree with Coach Weir. If they can just play consistently good defense and get some stops and get ahead of other teams, they're going to be really tough to beat because, man, they can score.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you, and I think it's going to be different guys.
Easy 93 points, easy. And my best wishes for Lobo football, and my thoughts and prayers with that team. I don't know if it was my imagination or what, but it sure seemed like Coach Davey has aged a ton in the last few weeks, and I can understand
So
why.
a hell of a lot going on in the last 2 months, huh? It's been, from his health situation with Najee and everything else that's happened with this program, and you start thinking, go back to Markel Byrd and Ramel Jordan and now Najee.
Big break.
Own health. A lot's happened. So
I just hope a little sun shines on that program Saturday in Boise. So you have nothing to lose. You're a 28-point dog, and you've won on that field before. And there are some players left from that squad. I think there's a couple of fifth-year seniors. So go out there and give it hell.
That's right.
And I'll be watching, and I'll be praying for that team.
All right, man. It's good to hear you.
You too. Take care.
Take care. All right, when we come back, we'll talk some college football. Jerry Palm will be with us from CBSSports.com on the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 homeowners improve their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club or DreamstyleRemodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
The service department at Gala Chevrolet is clean, modern, and ready for you. Our master technicians service every make and model, including certified service on any GM vehicle. Service done right the first time, every time, right here at the all-new Gala Chevrolet.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili, breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
As one of the only locally owned dealerships in Albuquerque, Gala Chevrolet understands the importance of giving back to our community. After all, we're not a franchise dealership or some corporate-owned conglomerate. We're a local business working hard to make this a better place to live. That's why you'll feel good knowing the money you spend here stays here and supports a long list of community organizations like the Police Department, Sheriff's Department, and many, many more. Support the dealership that supports Albuquerque, the all-new Gala Chevrolet.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rawlins, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
The Lascombe family has been growing and crafting wine in New Mexico since 1981. Formerly known as St. Clair Winery, we're going back to our roots and honoring our founders, Danielle and Hervé Lascombe. Today, our D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro locations continue to deliver the exceptional wine and food experience you've come to expect from the Lascombe family. Visit us and enjoy a culmination of our sixth-generation winemaking legacy and unique, perfectly paired foods. D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro.
The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher
Lobos will be in Boise on Saturday night, the Gem State. Not the Potato State. It's the Gem State.
Who knew?
They'll be over on News Radio KKOB. JJ will be in Boise, sitting in for Don Trell, who can't make the trip. So JJ Buck and Robert Portnoy will have the call over on News Radio KKOB pregame at 7 o'clock. Aggies are home looking for their first win of the season. They're down at Aggie Memorial Stadium this weekend. They play Incarnate Word. I don't want to say better get their first win of the season, but they kind of better get their first win of the season, don't you think?
Cold lock of the weekend. It has to be.
They're only like 7.5-point favorites. The one place you can find it.
Be.
Yeah. All right. Crazy weekend last week with LSU, Alabama, which was just flat out entertaining. So was Minnesota and Penn State. So was a bunch of stuff. Let's check in with a guy that you go to on a daily basis over on CBSSports.com. He is Jerry Palm. Good morning, Jerry Palm. How you living?
Not quite as well as you are, but I think that's a high standard.
So I've already apologized to JJ, and I don't even know why I'm in this mood this morning, but I am.
I'm kind of like that when I put Bailey's in my coffee.
Yeah, and this big coffee mug that I'm sure you see here on the ProView Networks. It doesn't matter what's in it. All right, so the last week entertained me so thoroughly, and it's why I love college football and why I love the regular season. The Minnesota
Purdue Northwestern game was something, wasn't it?
It was, and that's that's exactly where I'm going. Yeah. Minnesota was great, and I didn't see it coming. I thought that they were going to be exposed. Now they're not home yet. They've got a lot of work in front of them.
Yep.
But that was a big step for PJ Fleck in that program.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's no question. And they were better prepared for that game than Penn State was. They executed better. They outplayed them and outcoached them. No question about it. Penn State wasn't ready to play that game until the third quarter. And then, they came back on them some, and, it was a game all the way to the wire. But, Penn State shows up at the beginning. I think we get what we would have expected. But, you got to credit Minnesota for being ready to go and having a good plan and executing it. I mean, it was a great performance by Minnesota in the biggest game they've played.
Until this week.
60 years.
Yeah, until this week now, right? Because now the stakes get higher and higher every week.
Each one is another one. But that was, the prove-it game, right?
No doubt.
So,
No doubt.
Because nobody believed anything about Minnesota. Because they had played 8 lousy teams and barely beat 4 of them.
That's right. Well, I don't know. Yeah. It's certainly not caliber that they need to be beating teams. I know they were all lousy, but yes, your point is right.
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
The best team they beat, Georgia Southern or Fresno State. Take your pick.
That's probably right. Yeah, that's probably right. Do they finish this thing off? Can they? I mean, when you look at what they got now, here's Iowa, then there's Wisconsin, and if they can get through those, then they got to play Big 12 championship or Big 10 championship game.
Yeah. If they do get through Iowa and they get through Wisconsin, and maybe they can. Ohio State's a non-starter. They'll run them off the field like they do everybody else. Yeah. There's no reason to think that Minnesota's got something special for Ohio State.
My favorite line of the week, by the way, is Ohio State by 53, and the over/under is only 61.
At Rutgers.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And whatever the line is, I mean, look, they scored 76 on Maryland.
Yeah, they had something to prove.
Ohio State can score as many points as they feel like scoring against Rutgers. Whatever, So the question is, at what point do they get bored? Well, probably not before 53.
Yeah, that's probably right. Jerry Palm's with us on the opening drive.
Jerry, what do you make of what the committee did with 4 through 8 in this week's rankings?
Well, I had no trouble with 4 and 5. It made sense. I mean, I suppose you could have gone the other way, but in the grand scheme of things, Georgia, Alabama relative ranking doesn't matter because Georgia is in the playoff if they win the rest of their games, and Alabama is not necessarily in the playoff if they win the rest of their games. And that would be true regardless of how they're ranked this week. But Georgia's there because they played a better schedule. They have a couple quality wins, and Alabama lost to the only really good team they played. But they dominated the rest of the teams that they played, and that's why they're 5 and not 15, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, I have a big problem with because the committee let the Minnesota-Penn State result dictate those 4 teams. Penn State's resume, Penn State's season is better than any of those 3 other teams. Certainly better than Oregon, better than Utah, better than Minnesota, their entire season. Minnesota probably should be ahead of Utah, maybe or maybe not Oregon. And again, it's because Minnesota's schedule includes 1 good team and 8 tomato cans.
So you don't think Minnesota should be ahead of Penn State?
I do not this week, no. If Minnesota had dominated that game against Penn State, then had it been a decisive event, then sure. That game went down to the final play.
Mm-hmm.
So you beat a team at home, in a game that goes to the final play, then I think that's a tiebreaker game, but there's no tie. Right? Now, maybe if they win at Iowa this week, Penn State beats Indiana, who's not nearly as good as their 7-2 record would indicate. Then, yeah, and again, both Penn State and Minnesota, either one of them will be in the playoff if they win the rest of their games. The problem for both of them is that Ohio State is in the play. Yeah. But still, either one of those teams wins the rest of their games, they're in the playoffs. And there's not room for both of them. So it doesn't really matter where they're ranked this week.
Here's a piece nobody's talking about, Jerry. Auburn can go in and screw this whole thing up, right? Auburn's got Georgia this week.
They can't.
No, I know, but they can screw it up. Auburn's got Georgia and Alabama still in front of them, and
at home.
And there's a really good chance they win with them. They're pretty damn good.
Yeah, that defense is especially good. Yeah, I agree. There's a chance for Auburn to mess it up. So anyway, going back to those 4 teams, Penn State is improperly ranked because they lost to Minnesota and only because they lost to Minnesota. And if that had been another team, that hadn't played any of those 3, they would have never ranked them in that order. And they shouldn't have let that one result improperly rank 4 teams.
Jerry Palm from CBSSports.com is with us on the opening drive.
Jerry, what are you expecting Oklahoma at Baylor this weekend?
I expect Baylor to get their first loss. I think Oklahoma's offense is going to be too much for Baylor to completely overcome. Baylor's offense is good enough to win some of the games that they've won, but they're not good enough to hang with Oklahoma. And I don't think their defense can hold them down far enough. They're not going to win. This is not a game they're going to win, 28-21. They're going to need to score well into the 30s. Now, Oklahoma's defense has been not as good the last few games as it was when it started out. But I don't trust Baylor's offense to score enough points to hang with Oklahoma. I think they'll win and they'll cover that 10-point line. Oklahoma's a 10-point favorite.
Yeah.
Last I saw.
I'm going to go back. The Alabama game, watch the first half. They were down huge. I mean, they played a really good second half to get close. And it was like, you're sitting there watching. It looked like more like a Mike Loxley coach team than a Nick Saban coach team, right? The mistakes that they were making and the special team mistakes. Tua just dropped the ball. It was really, the first half was stunning to watch Alabama.
Yep. And then the second half, I mean,
they look like Alabama.
More so, but let's kind of keep in mind that they had a late 85-yard touchdown pass.
Mm-hmm.
To make that, that was.
Score game.
I mean, good for them that they got it.
Well, it was great for the SEC, and I said it at the time because that's going to make this a one possession loss.
Yeah.
And it's going to look better when they go down.
What wasn't? See that I thought it made the final score deceiving.
It did, but it made the final score a one possession loss.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was deceiving. I thought LSU controlled the game better than that.
No doubt.
Even though Alabama did start to look like the second half, the problem was they were down 20 at that point.
All right. Wake Forest have any prayer? I looked at this game and I 34.5 points for a 7-2 team on the road, and this is the toughest thing that Clemson's going to have is Wake Forest and they're 34.5 point favorites.
Yeah, here's the thing. Clemson's a 5-touchdown favorite over what is probably the second best team in this league.
That's crazy.
That's Clemson's schedule.
Yeah. All right, enjoy it.
No, they won't cover.
No, they won't cover?
Clemson is in message sending mode. They're not going to cover.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. All right, and then we got Georgia-Auburn this weekend to watch as well. Enjoy the weekend. We're reading you every single day over on CBSSports.com. We'll catch you next Thursday.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Jerry. He's Jerry Palm from CBSSports.com. So he's really adamant on the Penn State thing. Even though Minnesota beat him straight up, he thinks Penn State should be ranked ahead of them, and that can change as Minnesota wins some more games. It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, Hoser, and Jason on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Sports Animal time is 8:41. Here's your final look at Thursday morning's commute. This report is sponsored by Credit Karma. Get your truly free credit scores and free credit monitoring from Credit Karma today. Download the Credit Karma app now. Credit Karma, here's to progress. Well, we've made good progress here this morning. All accents looks to be clear now, and so it should be smooth sailing here for the rest of your morning commute. If you see an accident, make sure and call us on the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167, brought to you by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 and Comanche. I'm Josue with your Sports Animal Traffic.
This is Boomer Esiason with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by the Spark Cash Card, Capital One's business credit card. What's in your wallet? The Seahawks catapulted themselves to the top of my power rankings. Right behind them are the Ravens. Thanks to Lamar Jackson's sustained excellence, this guy is virtually unstoppable these days. The 49ers fall to third, followed by the Patriots, who needed a week off to regroup. Then come the Saints, who lost to the lowly Falcons. After them are the Vikings with an impressive road win in Dallas. Green Bay, Kansas City, Oakland, and Houston complete my top 10. Over on the flop side, the Jets gave Adam Gase a 1-week reprieve, Christopher Johnson's vote of confidence notwithstanding. They better not lose down in Washington. Atlanta stunned New Orleans, granting Dan Quinn a stay of execution. But the Giants' Pat Shurmur has a clock ticking. The Redskins will do or die with Dwayne Haskins too much. And the Basement Bengals are bombing for Burrow. I'm Boomer Esiason.
Hi, my name's Christina Stumble, and I own Farm Girl Flowers in San Francisco. With my Spark Cash Card from Capital One, I earn unlimited 2% cash back on all my business purchases. Last year, I redeemed $115,000 in cash back. Yeah, $115,000. And that doubled our digital marketing budget for the summer. Thanks to my Spark Card, we had our best summer yet. Imagine what the Spark Card from Capital One could do for your business. What's in your wallet?
Real Capital One customers pay for real stories. Credit approval required.
At Principal, we get it. You have big plans for your money, but sometimes life has something else in mind. There are twists and turns you never see coming. Twists like job transfers and turns like new family members. Life doesn't always go according to plan. We can help you plan for that. Principal. Investments, retirement, insurance. Start today at Principal.com.
Principal National Life and Principal Life Insurance Companies, Principal Global Investors, Principal Securities, Inc. Member SIPC, member companies of Principal, Des Moines, Iowa.
The Dan Patrick Show.
I just want to see football. I don't want it to be penalty, couple of plays, penalty, and that's what you had. And I'm not sure why the NFL would do that, where you go above and beyond the Call of Duty to call more penalties. I think if it's obvious, egregious, then call it. But, it's flags interrupting the flow of the game.
Weekdays at 1, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Glasheen, Fayez, and Inderman Injury Lawyers. When you have one chance to get it right, call the attorneys that deliver proven results. Visit us at gvilaw.com or call right now, 505-243-7200.
The holiday season is here, and it's time for our best offer of the year during the Ford Black Friday event. Now, for a limited time, get 20% estimated savings on select 2019 Ford models. You're ready, and so are we. Start the season off right, and don't wait to enjoy our best deal of the season. That is 20% estimated savings on select 2019 Ford models. The Ford Black Friday event ends soon, so hurry in today. Eligible on select 2019 model year vehicles. Vehicle must have arrived at dealer at least 61 days prior to the sale date. Estimated savings include an average dealer discount based on a sales survey of average discounts offered by Ford dealers nationally. Discount may vary. Dealer determines price. For all offers, take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by December 2nd, 2019. See participating dealer for complete details.
If you've been hurt at work, you know how important it is to get your workman's compensation check. But the insurance company's giving you the runaround. Your bill collectors are calling, and you could lose your car or even your home. And it's not your fault. The Fogel Law Firm specializes in workman's comp claims. Workman's comp has its own laws and court. Just any lawyer can't get you every dollar you need to recover. Don't settle for less. Call the Fogel Law Firm and put their almost 4 decades of experience to work for you. 255-9092 or Fogel, Fogel, lawfirm.com.
You wouldn't settle when shopping for a home. Don't settle when shopping for your mortgage. If you've received a quote you aren't happy with, you don't need to go out of state for a second opinion. Kirtland Federal Credit Union is New Mexico's premier mortgage lender, offering more mortgage programs than any other local lender. And with Kirtland FCU, you'll never have to send a payment out of state. We're your local home loan lender. Head to kirtlandfcu.org/home loan and compare for yourself. Kirtland Federal Credit Union. We're more than military. We're for life. An equal housing lender. Approval based on creditworthiness and other factors. Membership eligibility applies. See representative for complete details.
Has your car been blindsided? Make the right call to Quan's Auto Body. With our certified collision repair and top quality customer service, you'll be sure to score with this decision. With 39 years of local experience, Quan's Auto Body is the only choice you should ever need when it comes to choosing an auto body shop. Come and see the guys who make it better at any of our 3 locations in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho. Quan's Auto Body. We make it better. Visit quans.com.
Do you want to change your drinking? The ABQ Treat study is looking for volunteers between the ages of 22 and 55 to participate in a research study examining how the brain, behavior, and emotions change after alcohol treatment. You will attend 12 weekly treatment sessions and receive up to $440 to complete surveys and brain imaging over 15 months. For more details or to schedule an appointment, call ABQ Treat at 505-633-8861. 505-633-8861.
Guys, waking up over and over to pee is not okay. But now, you can reduce those nighttime bathroom trips with the ingredients in Super Beta Prostate P3 Advanced. We're talking about less urges to pee at night, less bathroom trips during the day, and better bladder emptying.
It's like taking 3 prostate supplements in one.
You can try a full 30-day bottle of
P3 Advanced. Free. Just pay shipping and handling.
No strings attached, no obligations, and no commitments to buy. This is a 30-day supply, absolutely free. Call 1-800-394-4915. Super Beta Prostate is the best-selling brand in major retailers like Walmart. But for this no-strings-attached free bottle, you must call now. Call 1-800-394-4915. Don't miss out on this unprecedented free offer. Call 1-800-394-4915. 1-800-394-4915.
You're in charge of hiring, and Indeed has solutions, like online skills tests, which let a candidate show that they're the right hire. We'll also have a dolphin chatter excitedly in front of the perfect candidate. Okay, there's no dolphin. But skills tests That's a for sure.
See why independent research by Silk Road shows Indeed delivers 3 times more hires than any other job site. Visit Indeed.com/promo today and get a free sponsored job upgrade on your first posting. Terms, conditions, and exclusions apply.
Catch the Sports Bar with Michael Carlisle and Mike Trujillo. Local talk today at 3, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
All right, you can get in on what Jerry had to say. You can get in on a little basketball last night. A victory over Green Bay, 93-78. Lobos are 3-0. McNeese State will be in the pit on Saturday next. Then on the road, going to a West Texas town of El Paso, going to La Cruce, and then they go to Brooklyn. The next 4 will be away from Dreamstyle Arena, the pit.
It gets real.
And it gets real. Ooh, see what the Aztecs did to Thunder Dan and Team Talk a Lot last night? Blew them out.
It sounds like they're going to continue to be Team Talk a Lot this season.
Oh, Team Talk a Lot lost to, what'd they lose to, like Winthrop or something? No, it was, what was the dude's name that they lost to in their first game?
Evan.
No, that was Evansville beat,
wrong.
that was somebody else.
Evansville
said dude.
They couldn't beat Kentucky. It was like some Winchester or something, wasn't it? Like something like Winthrop you kind of have heard of once.
Yeah.
Team Talk a Lot. It's Grand Canyon. Lost
Davenport.
That's the dude. Davenport. Joey Davenport. Yeah.
Davenport, Illinois, San Diego State. 0-3.
Davenport, Illinois, and San Diego State. WAC last night. I give you the Mountain West scores. WAC, if you care. Grand Canyon lost to the Aztecs 86-61. Northern Iowa beat Cal State Bakersfield 67-55. And Drake beat UMKC 76-58.
You ready for the newest member of the WAC?
Dixie State?
Tarleton.
Tarleton State's joining. Yep, that's truth. Yep, Tarleton's joining. Yeah. Did you know that? They got a really nice football program.
I saw the post on social media.
Yeah. Tarleton State. They're going into Texas. Yeah.
I can't wait for that weekend road trip. The whole
UTRGV in Tarleton.
Stoked for the Dixie State Tarleton combo.
No, I think it'll be UTRGV and Tarleton. Yeah. Because they're both in Texas. That's a
but
tough.
It's not as funny if you say
Dixie State and Tarleton. I don't know. It's not a lot less funny, actually. Is it?
Like, wait.
Is it less funny?
Tarleton?
Or UTRGV?
Oof.
I know. Aggies do play tonight, by the way. They're home. Southern will be in the Pan American Center tonight. Southern, as the Aggies try to bounce back from the loss on Tuesday to UTEP. Lenny, good morning. You're on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline. Hello, Leonard.
Good morning. How you doing?
Excellent. How are you?
Well, I agree with what Jerry said this morning, but if you look at Alabama's strength of schedule, they shouldn't even be rated 5th.
There's a lot to that, actually.
If there was any other name next to that besides Alabama, would they be number 5 in the country?
It's a very fair question, and I probably should have asked him that because you're absolutely right. Their best, and he mentioned it, the only good team that they played, they lost to, which was last weekend. Other than that, who have they beaten?
Nobody. And if you put New Mexico State, Notre Dame, anyone, they wouldn't be that. Well, maybe Notre Dame because of the name again. But if you put any non-BCS school there, they're not in the top 15.
Yeah, no, that's right. You're right because they're Alabama, and I guess you could say they've earned that. I mean, the eye test has earned it
by reputation and name, but I thought the poll
eye
goes
test
from year to year.
eye test. They've pummeled everybody. It's not like they've been skating by. It's not like Clemson skated by a North Carolina team on a missed 2-point conversion. You're right. It shouldn't go by reputation. But do you have a problem with Alabama being there?
No, but it does. You saw like a few years ago Notre Dame made the got to the championship and got pummeled. It's the name that gets you there.
Yeah, they did get pummeled.
But that's where there's a fault in how they do it, and that's where they need to finally expand it. And some people say go to 8. I'd like to see it go to 16.
All right, don't hold your breath on that one.
That's too many.
Oh, I won't. I'd have a better shot being a bikini model.
Oof, don't do that either.
No, not before breakfast. But lastly, what is the NFL doing with this whole Kaepernick fiasco and doing it on a Saturday for an open shot? For a workout. If you're going to do a tryout, you're going to do it on Monday or Tuesday.
It's going to be on a Tuesday, and it's not going to be before week 11 of the season. Yes.
No, and then you're not going to notify the news and go, hey, we have a big thing coming up. Be available next Saturday.
That's right. And by the way, have they ever done this before? Has the NFL ever sponsored a workout for anybody?
30.
And for one thing, doing this actually makes it look worse
I agree with
than
you.
not doing anything at all.
Lenny, I got to hit the hard break, but it looks like they were forced to
20
of a settlement. That's what this looks like, and they are reluctantly executing this thing. Got to hit the break. It's
Then
good
why
to
did
hear
they
you.
wait till week 11
No
to do
idea.
it?
That's a great question. Got to go. It's the opening drive.
10.
5.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 homeowners improve their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club or DreamstyleRemodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
The service department at Gala Chevrolet is clean, modern, and ready for you. Our master technicians service every make and model, including certified service on any GM vehicle. Service done right the first time, every time, right here at the all-new Gala Chevrolet.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili, breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
As one of the only locally owned dealerships in Albuquerque, Gala Chevrolet understands the importance of giving back to our community. After all, we're not a franchise dealership or some corporate-owned conglomerate. We're a local business working hard to make this a better place to live. That's why you'll feel good knowing the money you spend here stays here and supports a long list of community organizations like the Police Department, Sheriff's Department, and many, many more. Support the dealership that supports Albuquerque, the all-new Gala Chevrolet.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms, and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rollins, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
The Lascombe family has been growing and crafting wine in New Mexico since 1981. Formerly known as St. Clair Winery, we're going back to our roots and honoring our founders, Danielle and Hervé Lascombe. Today, our D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro location.
Blue Saturday night, nationally televised against the 21st ranked Boise State Broncos. Great opportunity for UNM after what's been a unfathomably tough couple of weeks. It's the opening drive. I'm Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck. It's the opening drive. Glad you're with us on 95.9 FM and AM 610 at The Sports Animal. Games on ESPN, one of the ESPN networks, U2, and over on News Radio. And a chance just to get back on the field and probably let out a whole bunch of emotion and just run around and ball again. And you got to expect Boise State will flip the ball around the field a bit. And one of those guys who's going to be trying to make sure that passing game does not excel for Boise State will be a guy who was a walk-on and then got a scholarship as a special teams guy, and will be a starting safety on Saturday. He wears number 32 for your Lobos. Johnny Hernandez is with us on the opening drive. Johnny, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing very well. Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you spending a few minutes with us today. Thanks for spending some time. This team's been through a lot all year long, and emotionally the last couple of weeks, I've got to believe, have just been, and I use the word unfathomable because I don't have a better one. How are you guys emotionally getting ready to get on a plane and go up to Idaho?
I think you nailed that word spot on. I mean, we are doing as best as we can possibly do after something tragic like that, you know. But, you know, at the end of the day, we have each other, and I think that's what matters the most. So I think we're doing pretty well right now. It's still in the back of our minds, but we have a game to play, and we're really excited just to let these emotions out on the field.
Yeah, people say you move beyond it or you move past it. Bottom line is, I don't know if any of that's right, but you do have to continue. And whether it's as an individual or as a football team, you do have to go on to the next day, to the next game, to the next whatever. I don't know if it's gotten any easier or if it's gotten just more manageable for you guys every single day as you've gone. And here we are, just probably 9-10 days out.
Yeah. I mean, you know, everyone's different on the team, but we have the game of football. That's one thing we have in common, and I think that's a great thing that we use at least to get these feelings out. And yeah, we're excited to play this game. I mean, we haven't played in over a week, so let's go out and play for Najee.
Yeah, and Johnny, I don't want to do this whole thing on Najee, and we'll move on to football, but what did Najee mean, A, to you and B, to this football team? Because I know he was a guy that made an impact, it sounds like, on everybody in that room and certainly on that defense.
Yeah, I mean, he, especially on the defense, you know, we were the closest to him. Well, I shouldn't say that. I mean, everyone had their moments with Najee. I included. We had some really special guys on this team that were really close to him. But, you know, I don't really, know what else to say on him because he just was really a special guy, you know. So.
Fair enough. Johnny Hernandez, Lobos safety, is with us on the opening drive.
Johnny, JJ Buck here. When you just get back around your teammates, when you guys are together, what does that moment mean? And what do you learn about how important and special it is to be a part of a team?
Yeah, exactly. A team, I think you just said it, there's no I in team, and it really is special. It's just the bond that we have being a part of a team. Like I said, if this was something individual happened, I think it would be a lot different. But the fact that we have all these teammates that are around us constantly every day, playing the game that we love, it's truly, a different feeling.
No, Johnny, it's something that Coach Davies talked about it this week, the love of the game, and he was hoping that it does bring you guys together. So as you get back this week, you're practicing, you're getting ready for Boise State. What have those moments been like, just being able to do what you guys came here to do, and that's just play football?
Yeah, it's good to be back on the field, really, because that's what we're all here for, right? We're here to play the game. We're here to play the game that we love, and a lot of us are away from our families. We come from all over the country, so the fact that we can get back on the field and practice that we love and play the game that we love, it's truly, a feeling that not many people, know unless they have played the game. So.
All right, Johnny, you get a great opportunity. National TV, nationally ranked opponent. You're going up to the Blue. Might be a little chilly for a guy from Temecula, but that's all right. It gets cold inland a little bit. You guys have an outstanding opportunity. I know you've looked at the tape. I know you're ready to go. You realize the opponent's really, really good. What makes give Lobo fan a reason to think, yeah, this team can go up there and stun them like they did a few years ago?
Well, I mean, I feel like our record really does not indicate how good we are. First and foremost, I mean, we are a good team. We really are. On all phases of the ball, we need to come out fast. We really do. We're playing a really good opponent this week, and it's a really good opportunity to, once again, our skills. And at the end of the day, I really do feel like we are improving every single week, and we really just need to put it all together. And we have three more weeks really to do that, and this week is one of those weeks. So I'm excited.
And Johnny, you guys have had 9 different starters in the secondary this season. How do you go about taking that next step as a unit and creating turnovers, which unfortunately the secondary hasn't been able to at a good rate yet this year?
Yeah, we're a young team, and we really have been emphasizing turnovers all week long and every week, but we really need to work at it more. And this is definitely going to be a game that's going to be key when it comes to turnovers. Like you guys know, they're a really good team. We're going away. We're going to their fields, their blue turf, and there's going to be no other really good momentum swing other than turnovers. That's going to be really critical. We need that's definitely an emphasis this week.
Johnny, look at your junior college career. You played at Saddleback Junior College before coming to the University of New Mexico. Why UNM, and what was that time in JUCO like before you became a Division I athlete?
Yeah, so I'm not trying to get a huge story on this, but Saddleback. So first of all, I didn't have any offers at high school, so I went to Saddleback Junior College, which was about an hour away, and I loved the time there. We had a really good team there. Fast forward to UNM, I came here because I actually wanted to join the Naval ROTC program here.
Really?
Because I thought that my football career honestly was done with. Although I still loved the game and I still wanted to play, I came here because there were a handful of schools on the West Coast that had a Naval ROTC program. And knowing me, I just wanted to leave California and just kind of experience my own thing. So I came here knowing in the back of my mind that I still wanted to play football. So I knew New Mexico was in the Mountain West Conference and a Division I school. So I came here. I enrolled here, I'm orientation done, all this and that, and I eventually come in contact with Coach Baumgartner because I called my head coach actually at JUCO and telling him, look, I'm here at UNM, I'm enrolled, all I need is just an opportunity to play because that's ultimately what I wanted to do. I still wanted to play football. So yeah, that's what happened. The rest is history. I got in contact with Coach Boom. And he gave me a chance. The team gave me a chance to walk on. And as far as the Naval ROTC option went, I had to choose one or the other. And, I knew that the ROTC program will always be there, or the Marines will always be there in the future. But I wanted to take this moment to play college football, the dream that I've always had. So.
That's crazy. Johnny Hernandez is with us, level safety. So I think when everybody thinks Navy, they think New Mexico because, of course, the water's right here. Hardly. But talk about, so you walk on, you get an opportunity, and you said, I just want an opportunity. Now, not only did you walk on, then you earned a scholarship, and now you're the starting safety. Like, that's a pretty silly story in a lot of respects.
Yeah. No, I could see how that's pretty silly, but not to sound arrogant or anything. I feel like I've always had it. I've always had coaches tell me that.
Oh, I love that.
I couldn't go to Division I or whatever because of my size, this and that. But it's really an awesome feeling, and I'm just really excited, for myself and for my team. So
Johnny, take us through the moment when you found out you were getting put on scholarship, because I got to believe that's gigantic for you.
Oh, it is. It definitely is. It was. So the first year I got here, I redshirted, and then the second year I got put on scholarship. I think it was like the 4th or 5th week of the season, and it was just a normal day, really. It was just when we went in for team meetings in the morning, getting ready for practice, and Coach David just, said the news that I was on scholarship, as well as our kicker, Andrew Shelley. We were the two guys that got put on scholarship the same day, and it was just a surreal feeling. I got it on video. And every now and then I look back at that video just to feel that feeling again.
It just has to validate everything. The belief in yourself, and it's not arrogant to believe in yourself. And don't ever lose that. I mean, there is a line between confidence and arrogance, and you're on the right side of it, man. Don't ever doubt yourself about that. But it also validates the hard work, and I think it's such a good story because you come in and you believe in yourself, and if someone doesn't give you a chance, and you go in there and you bust your tail, and it sounds like that's what you did to earn something is as relevant, as meaningful, as impactful as a scholarship. I think the story's incredible.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I take pride in my hard work, and I feel like I get that from my mom. So shout out, Mom.
Yeah, no, shout out, Mom. All right, now you get to be the starting safety, and you're going to Boise, and so when you work yourself not only into a scholarship but then up the depth chart, and certainly there are a lot of factors, and JJ's talked about it. You've gone through 9 different starters in the secondary. It's your turn. Now you got your turn. Now you got an opportunity to do something.
Absolutely, yeah. I think you just said it. I've been trying to do that week in and week out, and so far I feel like I've been doing a pretty good job. So
yeah. All right, man. Well, safe travels up there. JJ will be on the plane with you. Take care of him. You shake his hand when he comes by.
Absolutely.
I don't know. He doesn't even know where he sits. He'll be sitting in Dontrell's seat. I don't even know where that is. But it's a pleasure having a conversation with you. Continued success, man. Thanks for the time this morning.
No doubt. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
We'll see you. He's Johnny Hernandez. And it's a great story, isn't it?
Ben, no idea.
Yeah, it's well, he says, I don't want to be, what did he say? I don't want to be arrogant or something like that. There's a line between confident and arrogant, and he's on the right side of it.
So why UNM? He wasn't even recruited here to play football. He was coming to the Naval
Did
ROTC
you know they have
program.
a Naval ROTC program?
I do now.
When you think of Navy, Annapolis, San Diego, Norfolk, Virginia, and Albuquerque, New Mexico. Totally, man. You see those big carriers coming down the Rio Grande?
No.
Who knew?
No, I don't.
Who knew?
Hey, but those Navy SEALs, I mean, they're everywhere.
All I know is the Navy ROTC brought you your starting safety. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
There's a new home for Lobo Talk, and you're listening to it.
Lobo Talk. I'm your host, Robert Portnoy.
Catch the voice of the Lobos, Robert Portnoy, right here on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. Every week as he talks with Lobo coaches, players, and more. Lobo Talk, Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock right here on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
People drive from the West Side, Rio Rancho, and even Santa Fe to buy a quality GMC to save money. Now save up to $11,000 on 2019 Sierra 1500s. Only at Quality Buick GMC on Lomas in Pennsylvania.
Quality by DeLorenzo.
QualityDeal.com.
Thanksgiving is almost here, and Lerner & Rowe injury attorneys want to help everyone celebrate this special time with a Thanksgiving dinner on their table. That's why Lerner & Rowe Gives Back is having their annual turkey giveaway. Lerner & Rowe will be giving away 1,500 turkeys Tuesday from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. at the Lerner & Rowe offices, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard in Albuquerque. Go to lernerandrowe.com for complete details. Happy Thanksgiving from all of us at Lerner & Rowe.
Leonard Tire and Automotive has helped with Cooper Tires, installation, repairs. You should really think about trusting your tire and automotive repair jobs with them. Leonard Tire Automotive been a family-run business. One of the things I like about them, there's never been a hassle with them ever. Leonard Tire and Automotive is also car care. Change your oil almost quick as the quick stops can. They do engine repair, tune-ups, just about anything you need done on your vehicle. Stop by and see old Travis or Don Leonard today at Leonard Tire and Automotive. They're good folks, they really are. Second in Lomas or Eubank and Manal.
Mrs. Claus wants our ho-ho home renovated.
Then you need Rudolph's Rockin' Renovations. Win one at Isleta.
Win one of 16 home renovations from Dream Style Remodeling.
Rudolph's Rockin' Renovations.
Now through December 22nd at Isleta Resort and Casino.
It's Christmas in November at Rich Ford, and that means Christmas is on us. No payments until 2020 with your good credit. Also, we've got great holiday pricing on used vehicles, all safety certified by Rich Ford Master Technicians, and every one of them comes with a 2-year, 100,000-mile warranty, whichever comes first. Come see us for great selection at the super corner of Lomas and Wyoming Northeast. Here's Dennis Snyder.
Get a 2010 Ford Taurus at a great low price. Listen to this, $84.95. A 13 model Kia Optima, only $99.95, and then we have a 2015 Ford Focus for $99.95. For just a little bit more, how about a Hyundai, a 2016 Elantra for only $11,895, a 15 model Chevy Colorado for $17,995. What a truck!
It's Christmas in November at Rich Ford, and Christmas is on us with no payments until 2020. New Mexico's most trusted Ford dealer for 58 years at the super corner of Lomas and Wyoming Northeast, rich-ford.com, and we will be open Sunday.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, Protect My Car is announcing a low-cost extended service plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay nothing for auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay nothing for auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-805-1867 now. Drivers who are covered by Protect My Car will not have to pay for a covered repair bill again. This auto coverage is at an all-time low, much lower than what dealerships are charging. Additionally, drivers who activate this auto coverage today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and free car rental at no additional cost. Call Protect My Car for your free quick quote today. 800-805-1867. 800-805-1867. What do you have to lose? Again, 800-805-1867.
Roto-Rooter jingle, take one.
Call Roto-Rooter.
That's the name.
Take two.
Call Roto-Rooter.
That's the name.
Take 17.
Call Roto-Rooter.
That's the name.
And away go troubles
down the drain.
Let's try it like this.
Call Roto-Rooter, that's the name. And away goes troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Call Roto-Rooter for all your plumbing needs.
Catch the Sports Bar with Michael Carlisle and Mike Trujillo. Local talk today at 3, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Oh, yeah, buddy. That was really good. Hope you enjoyed Johnny Hernandez. It could be Hernandez, though. Probably should have asked, how do you pronounce it? Hernandez?
Either way.
Yep, he'll be your starting safety. Lobos at Boise State. It's coming up on Saturday, 2 days from now, over on News Radio KKOB. JJ Buck will be there on the blue in his brand new Lobo jacket. Gonna need it. Get some Lobo.
Hey, Blue Day.
It is a blue day, except for J-Po. He wears that same Somos Unidos thing every dang day.
Lobos.
Yeah, I know. Oh, you didn't even get a Unidos back.
Unidos.
Well, I don't know. It may have run its course. I'm not sure.
I know. But that was a fun conversation, good story, and those are the things that can get lost when you're 2-7.
They do get
people
lost.
are done with your program, but there's still a lot of good dudes on that squad just working hard, and the unexpected stories of I came here for Naval ROTC, walked on, and now I'm a starting safety.
I'm still tripping on the whole Naval ROTC. I mean, Norfolk, Virginia, Annapolis, Maryland, San Diego, Navy towns, Albuquerque, New Mexico. I had no clue there was. I mean, I knew there was an Air Force base here. Right? We all know that. Navy town.
Indeed.
Who knew you need water to have Navy?
You know.
All right, 246-0610, 888-922-0610. Come on in. You can send emails. Jeff at 610knml.com. JJ at 610knml.com. Find us on the Twitter, _JJ Buck, and on the Facebook, the OD and the AM. Don't forget, of course, you could watch the program. We are live daily, worldwide on ProViewNetworks.com, statewide on Comcast Channel 26, and anywhere you want to go on ProView Networks or our social media, the OD and the AM on the Facebook. Hello, Jeffrey. How you living?
Oh, beautiful day in the neighborhood today.
Yes, it is, Mr. Raj.
Yeah. I've been going to Lobo basketball games for more than 45 years, and I don't know why I care so much about the program per se. Perhaps it's because I've invested so much time and money. But there's no question that this year's team has, just a cadre of talent, and it's just a matter of chemistry. It's the most talented team since some of the Alford teams. But one of the things that concerns me a little bit as a Lobo fan, particularly for basketball, is, the third game of the season. I was there last night, and I've never in that span of, time going to these games seen for the third game, the pit so sparsely attended. And that's got to be a bit concerning for the long run of this program, because notwithstanding this year, I think they're going to be very successful. Just the state of the program, it shouldn't be taken for granted. And I don't hear anybody really talking about that, but attendance has absolutely been eroding over the last 3 years. And I think winning will cure some of that. But the fact that the core audience is also very aged, myself included, I noted, somewhat anecdotally that the folks that are at those games are typically older people. I mean, people that have supported, the program for generations. And it's a little concerning that
it should be.
If that audience isn't refreshed, that erosion will continue.
So Jeffrey, Gary Colson made a comment on the halftime interview with Robert and Hunter. He was disappointed in the crowd. So this isn't just a Lobo issue. And so you bring this up with Lobo basketball. It's been brought up with Lobo football. It's been brought up about bowl game attendance. But I'm going to tell you that this is an issue that is nationwide for live sporting events. And go look at some NFL games, right?
Yeah.
Go look at the amount of empty seats at NFL games where you didn't see that 10 years ago. This is an issue that I think everybody is trying to wrap their arms around. And how do you change the model? How do you change the experience? How do you change habits in that respect? The television product is so good. You can get every game on television now or on your phone or on whatever. It's a real issue. Now, does that make it any less of an issue for Lobo Athletics? Probably not, because of the economic situation in which they find themselves. But I'm going to tell you that while it's an issue, it's not unique to Lobo basketball.
Yeah, and I think you're absolutely right. I think a lot of it is a function of technology and the fact that, the younger generations have grown up with, that smartphone and that technology right at their hip, and they can access, pretty much any venue, any entertainment option right there by the click of a couple of finger strokes. But the point is, it's just the audience is also just very aged, and I'm not judging it because I'm part of that, But it's just interesting that just from a purely demographic marketing perspective, it can be looked at, and I think some of the solutions can be looked at just from that point of view, purely the demographic, the agification.
So do you think Lobo fan?
Do
you think there's not many younger Lobo fans that just don't go to the game but watch the games?
Well, again, this is just anecdotal, but just by looking at the folks that are there,
I know
there were only 6,000 people at the game. So I don't care what the announced crowd was, but for a third game in the season with a talented group of players, that was pretty, I wouldn't say alarming, but it was concerning just because I guess I care about the program.
Yeah.
So, yes, most folks that are there that spend money that buy Lobo tickets and season tickets and all that are older. Absolutely, 50-plus, 45-plus.
Yeah, but what I'm asking is, do you think there's more younger fans who don't go to the games, that watch the games, that care about them, that cheer but don't go, that are invested but don't go? Because you grew up going to the pit, right? I grew up going to games. I think it's different now, right? Like I asked Addie last night, do you want to go to the game? Well, I got to study for a history test. Whoa, I would have never said that, but okay.
Yeah.
You better ace the history test.
It is different because I don't know that people physically want to get in a car and just go to a game. And I don't know what that's all about. I think it's related to, and you posed the question a few weeks ago about why Lobo football isn't successful. And I think part of it is we don't, as a community, take pride in Lobo football. It just isn't there because there's never been any tradition of taking pride in it.
Okay.
For whatever reason, the community does still have pride in Lobo basketball. Even the people that don't go, there's a certain dignity to the pit. There's a certain dignity to the program. There's this sense, whether it's real or not, that people have pride in Lobo basketball. That's what's sorely lacking with Lobo basketball. And if you think about anything that's successful in this community, There's a sense of pride in that, whether it's our chili, whether it's mountains, whether it's the weather, whether it's the beautiful baseball tradition we have, whether it's even now United, the soccer team. The dynamic of pride is attached to success in this community. And when there's not pride in whatever that is, then that whatever venue is not going to necessarily be successful.
Yeah. All right, man. Good to hear you. I think it's a
Very
good call. See you. What do you think of all that?
I think there's absolutely a lot to unpack in that, from getting students interested in the product, because what do students become? They become alumni, become people that hopefully have jobs down the line and will want to spend some money. So you got to get them invested, because even you look at the student section, how many of those people are actually students? Like, I think it's a huge question at basketball games. It's also the live event product, which is fair. I think there definitely needs to be some buds back and just a good program, winning record, have some marquee games. So it's a long list of things you have to attack from multiple angles.
We spent a lot of time on football talking about the experience in the event and how the game itself can't be all that you're selling. Does that hold true for basketball? Because I haven't heard a lot of that conversation.
It doesn't hit me as much because the game just moves. Like, even if halftime, it doesn't feel like it drags on. They had talent last night. They had two students in like a talent competition that sung beautifully. By the way, they were amazing. But the stuff happens in timeouts, and Hoser would be much better to talk to because that's what he does. And just being in that moment, going through.
So it's all on you, man.
No, just how he feels about it, just what their philosophy is in those moments, because he's living it.
He's just
I'll have to think about that.
First time you got nothing to say? That's like the first time he's pointed at you.
He threw me up a ball, and I'm like,
Well, you're the one that's executing their vision of
entertainment
in between timeouts. Yeah. Like, what do they want?
Right, think about it. Let's have that conversation when we come back, because we talk about that a lot with football and everything else, but we don't talk about it with basketball. Is that because basketball's faster moving? It's less time. It's indoors. It's tradition. Like we don't, right? In Atlanta they do. Remember they have that room, that gaming room, and they've talked. Other places have talked about what else can we do to bring people to the arena besides the game. We talk about it with football, but we don't have that conversation with basketball. Do we need to? And we can.
Yes.
Okay. We'll do that when we come back. Kirtland Federal Credit Union's mortgage services team has more than 115 years combined experience, and now they're close to home. Go see the whole team at the Kirtland Federal Credit Union Home Loan Center. It's centrally located on the northeast corner of Jefferson and Osuna. No matter where you are in Albuquerque, the Home Loan Center is close by. No need to drive across town, and no need to send mortgage payments out of the state, since Kirtland Federal Credit Union is always local. Every step of the mortgage process happens right here in Albuquerque at the Home Loan Center. Go see them at 6700 Jefferson, Suite D1. That's on the northeast corner of Jefferson and Osuna. Learn more about Kirtland Federal Credit Union's great mortgage services at kirtlandfcu.org/home loan. Kirtland Federal Credit Union, they are more than military. They are for life. Kirtland Federal Credit Union is an equal housing lender, federally insured by the NCUA.
Join the Sports Animal
The
Albuquerque.
service department at Gala Chevrolet is clean, modern, and ready for you. Our master technicians service every make and model, including certified service on any GM vehicle. Service done right the first time, every time, right here at the all-new Gala Chevrolet.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
As one of the only locally owned dealerships in Albuquerque, Gala Chevrolet understands the importance of giving back to our community. After all, we're not a franchise dealership or some corporate-owned conglomerate. We're a local business working hard to make this a better place to live. That's why you'll feel good knowing the money you spend here stays here, and supports a long list of community organizations like the Police Department, Sheriff's Department, and many, many more. Support the dealership that supports Albuquerque, the all-new Gala Chevrolet.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am?
Ma'am. Ma'am.
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rollins, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
The Lascombe family has been growing and crafting wine in New Mexico since 1981. Formerly known as St. Clair Winery, we're going back to our roots and honoring our founders, Danielle and Hervé Lascombe. Today, our D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro locations continue to deliver the exceptional wine and food experience you've come to expect from the Lascombe family. Visit us and enjoy a culmination of our sixth-generation winemaking legacy and unique, perfectly paired foods. D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro.
The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide Coaches Award Program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game.
Folks, there's no other way but to be all in. Either he's Lord of all or he is not Lord at all. And you can experience the real and authentic, true life change that only God can provide to humanity. See, when we truly
It's 81 interviews they did. How about our FMs, huh?
Man, they've been on it.
Juan and Bobby and Andy, they all went to the CMAs.
81 interviews.
Yeah.
Did they just get back this morning?
They just got back.
Because they got to see the show, I imagine,
don't know that
right?
they went to the show.
Oh, okay.
They were there for all the Radio Row stuff.
Yeah,
it's kind of the media way to do it. Where you go for Radio Row and then get out before the event. 81 interviews. If you're a country music fan, head over to our to the Crest website and the social media stuff, because they did some work. You know what I'm saying?
Saw them with Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
Well, kinds of folks.
Good for them. It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, Josue. Jason's producing for you over on the visual medium. ProView Networks. All right, so you've got me thinking in a different way. And Josue, now that you had that gigantic long break to think about it, the entertainment piece that they've tasked you with at the pit, do you have a different perspective on the outside basketball elements of going to a game experience?
No, because I think the experience, especially in that building, is still unique. And like JJ said, it's very fast moving. So even when I do my timeouts, I think they're paying attention, but it's not a key element, I guess, for them to be in tune because of the game. It moves so fast. Now, halftime, you got a little bit more time. I think that's where maybe you can, do some things that are different. Nobody's
going to go to a basketball game for a halftime show. I don't think. I just unless your kid's doing the
that's why
dazzling whatever they do.
Oh yeah, the razzle.
And that's why I don't think it's as big of a factor.
Yeah.
In events that 2.5 hours you're in and you're out.
But to Jeffrey's point, I did see older people. That's who I see, especially during the week. The weeknights, you see older people. They're usually mid 30s, maybe on up, maybe almost retired.
Well, so that's a great
and the student
point.
section is also. I was looking at that and I was like, wow, there's a lot of older
All right,
students
so
there.
where are all the young professionals, right? Where are the alumni? And I don't ask this sarcastically. I ask this because I honestly don't know. So if you're out there, you're a young to mid 30s young professional, right, in this town. Lobel basketball is a pretty big deal, or it has been in the past. Is that on your radar? Where are you guys?
Yeah.
Is that still a thing? Because it's been the social gathering point for a lot of years. I'd say decades in this town. And I'm asking this: you're a young professional. You're in your young to mid 30s. You're making it. You can buy season tickets, or your company has season tickets. Do you want to go? Like, why are you going, and why are you not going?
Another
Is it
thing
something
you
that's
could think about is maybe they're just busy. Maybe they have young families. Maybe it's hard to get out there.
So when you say it's always been, we've had young families, and to Jeffrey's point, you would take your young family back in the day for a 7:00 Wednesday game, right? Back in the day, you would that was just, you took your young family, right? So, I'm curious. I asked this because I honestly don't know the answer.
I just think back, like, why am I a fan? Well, it's because I was hanging out with my dad. We were watching sports, and he'd take me to games.
That's right. No, that's exactly right. All right, Lance, you're probably not in this demo, but you've been holding. So what's going on?
Mis amigos, I look at the Mexico United. In our case, in New Mexico, if you win, they will build it. Not if you build it, they will come. So it's winning. And my best memory is when we first moved here from Denver, I thought I was in Mexico for 2 years. That's what everybody told me in my family, just to be mean. But, with the Lobo games, I mean, it was awesome, to get to go in. And, the place held 20,000 people. That's just a shame of what they've done to it, because now we can't even go to watch NCAA games,
No, that's a whole other deal.
which I think's ridiculous.
It's got nothing to do with a
I also
Tuesday
called
night.
for another reason for the Lobo football team. I know I shouldn't call every day, but I couldn't help myself, because the last time I came across probably sounded like a bad fan. You know how much I love the Lobos since I moved here. And they have a chance to go up to that blue field and, make a good season for themselves. I'm not saying to win, but get up there and hit them hard. Just get some cheap shots. Do something. Take it out, what you've been through in the last 2 weeks on those guys. You don't get a chance to do that in everyday society. You can go put on your helmet and go out there and hit somebody and take them out like they're a punching bag and knock the snot out of some people. And I hope that's what they do. And anyway, that's all I called for, just to wish them well. And if you win, they will build. God bless, Jeff.
See you, Lance. Ray, good morning. You're on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline. How's it, Ray?
Good. When I was growing up, we always wanted to go to the football games. And the student section was always full. You couldn't find tickets in football. Basketball, same way. But now I go to the games now. I got an 11-year-old son. I take him to all the games, and he says the same thing. How come on the basketball games, how come the chairback seats are always empty, Dad? And in football, my daughter went to UNM. They're looking, the kids nowadays, they're looking to go to house parties and all this stuff. They don't even know the Lobos, a lot of them don't even know the Lobos are playing that night. And you look at it, and the student section is empty in football. I don't know what it is, but I don't know if they're promoting it or what the deal is, but what do they sell the tickets for, $3 or something like that?
Oh, the student tickets are free.
To the public like that for $3 if the students ain't going to go. Maybe they'll get more people. And have more Yapple nights. They have one Yapple night for all the teams here in Yapple football. They should have that every week and give a discount to all the kids. Get the young kids invested in going to these games.
Yeah, it's got to get younger, and it's a great point. Ray, thank you. Aren't the student tickets included with your student fees? Mm-hmm. Right, you get complimentary tickets if you're a student. You just got to claim them, right?
And I thought the crowds were decent, for the first 3 games.
For basketball?
Yeah, considering the opponents, and so I didn't realize it was kind of, sparse.
No, it's a concern. I think the demographic is a concern, and what's it going to look like, because I've been here this is my 24th basketball season, and I've certainly seen a decline and an aging population. And so what does that mean, 20 years from now, right? What's it going to look like then, and who are the fans going to be? And JJ, your point is right. You're a sports fan because you grew up with your dad going to games, watching games. Now, maybe there's still as many sports fans, and I think there are. Mm-hmm. Kids are still watching games with their dads or their moms, for that matter, but they're watching them at home, right? Are they going to the game? Is the experience of going to a game? And I remember the games we went to, man, and I remember the seats. I still remember the third base dugout game I went to, my first Dodger game with my dad. I absolutely remember that. But how do you spend your money? Activities. So I wonder, do school activities, are they more now? Like, is there more homework / school activities now? Like, it feels to me like my daughter's got something every night.
Yeah,
okay?
There's definitely more.
Now, did I? And maybe I did, right? But
yeah, more things where like, I just don't think we can go on a weeknight now.
Is that more of a reality?
Yeah, that could be something to that. I mean, there's definitely a lot more opportunities to have more activities, and then when your kids, like, I've got one in drama right now, and she's got practice.
I don't know how you breathe.
Right.
After school, and it's like, man, she doesn't get home till 5:30, and then if she's got homework, so.
No, look, if you got like in your situation, I get it, man. I mean, you got to corral 4 kids and get them all on the same schedule, and I got one, and so literally last night I said, all right, hey, so you want to go to the Lobo game tonight? And she's like, she dropped it. I got to study for a history test, which I'm like, I would never have said that, right? And I'm like, all right. I mean, if that's what we got to do, it's what we got to do. You better ace that damn test. But I would never have said that, would you?
No.
Ever. All right, we'll get back to the phones when we come back. I take this final break of the show. It's the opening drive at 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal.
This is Boomer Esiason with the CBS Sports Minute. Now, the NFL Centennial season also marks the 50th season since special teams coaches were introduced into the league. Back in 1969, the great George Allen of the Rams hired Dick Vermeil, and Eagles head coach Jerry Williams gave a similar job to the great Marv Levy. Bill Cowher and John Harbaugh were among other celebrated head coaches who started by running the kicking and return units. How important are these unsung heroes? Well, just ask the greatest coach of all time, Bill Belichick. His Patriots almost always win the hidden yardage game within the game, and even though the Hoodie Man is now a head coach, his appreciation and understanding of special teams nuances may be the best in league history. As far as all-time special teams coaches are concerned, any list would have to include the aforementioned John Harbaugh, along with Mike Westhoff, Brad Seeley, John Fossil, Scott O'Brien, and of course Pete Rodriguez. Great coaches, all of them. I'm Boomer Esiason.
Hiring can be a challenge, as Codable co-founder Gretchen Hebner discovered. Gretchen needed to hire a game artist for her education tech company. She went to ZipRecruiter.com, posted her job, and found the right person in less than 2 weeks. With results like that, it's no wonder 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, try ZipRecruiter for free at our web address, ZipRecruiter.com/go. That's ZipRecruiter.com/go. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Napa know-how. Now at Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care centers. Buy a 2-pack of Night Vision Brilliant headlamps and get a pair of Proformer wiper blades free. Because when you put safety first, your equipment shouldn't be second rate. So upgrade to Napa Night Vision Brilliant headlamps and get a pair of Proformer wiper blades free. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa know-how. Napa know-how. At participating Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care centers. Some restrictions apply. While supplies last. Offer ends 12/31/19.
There's a new home for Lobo Talk, and you're listening to it.
Lobo Talk. I'm your host, Robert Portnoy.
Catch the voice of the Lobos, Robert Portnoy, right here on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. Every week as he talks with Lobo coaches, players, and more. Lobo Talk, Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock right here on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
The holiday season is here, and it's time for our best offer of the year during the Ford Black Friday event. Now, for a limited time, Get 20% estimated savings on select 2019 Ford models. You're ready, and so are we. Start the season off right, and don't wait to enjoy our best deal of the season. That is 20% estimated savings on select 2019 Ford models. The Ford Black Friday event ends soon, so hurry in today. Eligible on select 2019 model year vehicles. Vehicle must have arrived at dealer at least 61 days prior to the sale date. Estimated savings include an average dealer discount based on a sales survey of average discounts offered by Ford dealers nationally. Discount may vary. Dealer determines price. For all offers, take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by December 2nd, 2019. See participating dealer for complete details.
You've been hurt at work. The workman's comp checks are supposed to be coming in, but they're not. The bills are piling up and no one seems to care. You have a friend in the Fogel Law Firm. In New Mexico, workers' compensation has its own court, and you need a lawyer that specializes in workers' comp. Personal injury lawyers don't have the expertise for workers' comp claims. Call the experts at the Fogel Law Firm to review your case for free. Call 255-9092 or visit Fogel, Fogel lawfirm.com.
It's not about the credit card. It's about experiencing that first flight. It's not about the auto loan. It's about your son's first car. At Kirtland Federal Credit Union, it's not about banking your loans. It's about people. It's about making managing your finances easy so you can spend your time on more important things. Start your journey today at kirtlandfcu.org. Kirtland Federal Credit Union. We're more than military. We're for life.
Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender. Approval and rate based on creditworthiness and other factors. Membership eligibility required. See a representative for complete details.
Guys, have you found yourself feeling sluggish? Just don't have the energy you used to have? Or do you want to take care of your hair loss? Struggling with erectile dysfunction or weight loss? It's Jeff Symbieta, and fellas, you don't have to struggle anymore. Call NuMale and you can feel like you again. It's not going to go away just by ignoring it. And certainly there's nothing to be ashamed of. Low T, erectile dysfunction, lack of energy, they're all natural when men reach a certain age, but you don't have to accept it. Call NuMale at 505-652-1688, 505-652-1688, and you can feel better. Men everywhere have made the call and are enjoying the benefits of NuMale's cutting-edge programs. The latest treatments taking care of low T, lack of energy, depression. NuMale is going to help you feel like you again. Call NuMale at 505-652-1688. Right here in Albuquerque, NuMale boasts fantastic success rates. That means guys, maybe like you, are regaining their strength and confidence. If you're suffering from ED, depression, or just flat out tired of being tired, call NuMale at 652-1688 and feel better.
Panera has new breakfast wraps. And yeah, they're an easy on-the-go start to your day. But these are no microwave and go wraps. These are slow-smoked Chipotle chicken, egg, and avocado go-getters. They're maple bacon, eggy smoked Gouda bundles of portable bliss. And they all pair perfectly with our new cold brews. All this can be yours in an instant with rapid pickup. For breakfast that's fast, not fast food. Panera, food as it should be.
This Thanksgiving, think outside the oven with a brand new grill from the Ace Thanks Grilling event this Saturday, November 16th from 11 to 2. Head to your local Ace for great deals, giveaways, and turkey grilling demos, showcasing our top brands like Traeger, Weber, Big Green Egg, and more. Plus, get free assembly and delivery on grills $3.99 and up. Don't miss the Thanks Grilling event this Saturday from 11 to 2 at your local Ace. See participating stores for scheduling or exclusions. Free assembly and delivery for Ace Rewards members valid through December 24th.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Catch the Sports Bar with Michael Carlisle and Mike Trujillo. Local talk today at 3, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
All of a sudden, there's a whole lot to do in this last segment. The Browns play tonight. Did you know that? Browns and Steelers are on the radio here at 6 o'clock. We'll get into that in a second. Go back to the horn at 505-246-0610. Aaron. Hello, Aaron. How are you?
Hey, guys, I was just casually listening, but did I hear a caller say that the Lobo football team should take some cheap shots and knock some people out?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said they should go in and take some cheap shots, and we're like, not really. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's probably the worst take I've heard on your show in a long time.
Not really.
Our football team has gotten to the point where, yeah, we may not win, but we're going to take some cheap shots and knock some people out.
Yeah.
That's a really, really sad state of affairs.
That's correct, man. Yep, not really is the answer to that. All right.
Yeah, I think you might want to monitor those calls a little quick. A little closer, guys. Take a good one. Bye.
Later.
Yeah, Jeff listed Lance better.
I need to edit Lance's calls better. He's like, yeah, go up and take some shit. No. That's not.
Fun
yeah.
fact: when Jeff says hello, Lance, he takes off his headphones and walks away from it.
Come on, man. They can see it on the TV if I really did that. We got video evidence now. That's just not the
Throw
truth.
the challenge flag. Run it back, Jason.
It's just not truth. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Mike.
I've been traveling a lot, and I just got back yesterday, and I missed your usual Adam Deal Wednesday segment, if you had it. And
we did.
Did he say anything about any of the high school playoff games being televised this weekend?
They're on the Jason, help me, on the NFHS network. Is that right? Yep. So how do you get them? On ProView? You go through ProView?
Yeah. They're all NFHS network, but they're linked on ProViewNetworks.com.
They're leaked?
Linked.
Oh.
Linked on ProViewNetworks.com.
So there you go, Mike.
Okay, and one more question on Level football. Before I left, about a week before I left, I think there was a safety who went on redshirt. I don't really remember his name. I think it was Reed. And he put himself on redshirt.
Yes,
I was wondering about that. I don't know if anybody had talked about it in there and talked about it. I thought that was totally a coach's decision. How can a player put himself on redshirt? I don't get that.
He can opt to just he said I'm not playing anymore this year, and he opted to take the 4-game redshirt rule, and he saved the year of eligibility.
Bob Davey couldn't have said, no, you're playing?
I imagine he could have. It's pretty hard to put a guy out there who doesn't want to be there, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess. Well, it wouldn't make any difference. I don't know if they're still last in the go. At that point, they were last in the country for pass defense. But okay, that's just I'd never heard of that or the player calling his shot like that before.
It's kind of new. Welcome to 2019, as Jason tells me. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah. All right, Jeff. Take care.
What'd you tell me? It's 2019. What? It's 20. That's your answer to everything. Yeah. You got a problem? It's 2019. What's up, man? You ready? Ready for the big game tonight? Hot take Dougie's here.
Oh, I'm ready.
Browns
very ready.
-3 tonight. Favored at home. Sunday Night Football.
Hate being favored.
Colored
Not used
rush.
to it.
All brown uniforms and all yellow uniforms.
Can I tell you how much I dislike that kind of thing?
See, go out. Look, you and I have uniform issues today.
I could say my joke now that both of you are here.
What?
Dinner at 3:30. Don't be late, you two.
Okay. Yeah. Buffet, right?
Don't be late.
Yeah.
It's the Grand Slam.
You can nap on the bus back to the facility.
You can hit us with OK Boomer, too, if you want.
That's right.
Apparently,
And actually, there's only one good thing about the all-brown uniform. The less orange, the better. Orange is a bad luck color in the NFL and always has been.
That's a great
limited.
Well, the Broncos have won 2 Super Bowls.
The Broncos won 2 Super Bowls after they de-emphasized the orange in their uniforms.
It was more
very
blue.
clearly.
He's got a point.
Same thing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Once orange became passé, they suddenly were good.
Wow.
Could be the whole secret behind our team.
That's the best take you've ever had.
More brown, less orange.
That's honestly the best thing I've ever heard from him. The most educational piece I've ever gotten.
Look, the Cleveland Cavaliers, you can throw them in.
It's the most factual, actually.
They're
So where is
over-
orange good luck? Is an orange team ever in any sport? The Baltimore Orioles had a really good run being orange back in the late 60s, early 70s.
It's good luck in construction.
Why don't you think about the other brown and orange team in baseball? What kind of a franchise they got? San Diego.
There's no orange.
Brown and they had brown and yellow.
It's yellow, and they're going back to it. By the way, they just announced last week they're going back to the brown, but it's brown and yellow. The Astros have had a pretty good run with the orange. How about the Astros?
It's just a little trim though. You can get away with a orange stripe.
All right.
Just don't make it a major part of your uniform.
All right, I got one. Clemson.
Okay, that's college though. NFL.
College doesn't count.
Orange is bad luck.
College isn't sports.
I'm just saying it's bad luck in the NFL.
Yeah.
And they're not called the Cleveland Oranges. They're called like Syracuse is. All right. Your team win tonight? You called it like 3 times where they didn't win. Then I didn't see it for a week.
They're going to win tonight.
Ooh. This is the one that they've been looking forward to.
Field goal late to win.
This is the game that when it came out, national TV, the hated Steelers are coming to town. This was going to be for the division, right? This was at home on Thursday night. This is the one.
Baker's playing a little better lately. Looking up, not playing great, but not screwing up.
And the other team missed a field goal that would have put it in overtime.
Honestly, I'm amazed at Pittsburgh how they've done the last 4 games.
They've won 3 out of their last 4 with Mason Rudolph at quarterback. Their defense is
really good.
Great. Their secondary, I think, is terrific. And if they get pressure on Baker, he's going to have to make more than one read.
And don't you think, even on a worse team than Cleveland, sooner or later, doesn't Odell Beckham have to break out at some point and have an Odell Beckham
my
game?
fantasy lineup, I keep thinking on a nationally televised game, it feels like an Odell.
That's where we kind of keep coming back to Freddie Kitchens. Yes, their offensive line is struggling, but you have that much talent. How are you not able to create something?
If nothing else, I mean, it's not the greatest plan ever, but when you have a guy that good, just like when Detroit used to have Megatron, to me, 2 times a game, I don't care who he's covering. Throw it up in the air and let your athlete go make a play.
Or who's covering him. Yeah, throw him the damn ball and let him high point it and go up and get it. That's what you brought that guy in for. You don't like high point?
Oh, I love it. High point the football.
Yeah.
Back shoulder throw. 50-50.
Dude, they're all. I mean, I
have to practice.
It's 2019. He's going to be an analyst this weekend. He's a color analyst on Lobo Football. He's going to Boise. That's why he's wearing Boise State colors. He's got his blue and his orange. But see how he de-emphasized the orange? Yeah, what if Boise State comes out in their orange uniforms this weekend instead of they're all blue?
Well, it can work in college, but seriously, on the natural blue turf, they can't be beaten.
On the natural blue turf. I told JJ, go down. You got to go down there because the first time I stepped on the blue, I knew it was turf. I knew I've been on many turf. I knew it was, but about 10 to 12 seconds, my equilibrium was off. It was weird.
Like, do I need even a boat? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, all right, we got to go. You done? You didn't get to go to the CMAs? Oh, you got all Christmas. Did you get to go to the Christmas Music Awards?
Yeah, we Christmas music. It's time. Season's here.
If you're ready for Christmas music, and of course you are, go to Magic because they started about 45 minutes ago. Boom. Thank you to Jerry Palm from CBSSports.com. Johnny Hernandez, the Lobo safety, was with us as well. Jim Rome Show is next. Dan Patrick follows that.
30.
At 3, you get the Steelers and the Browns tonight at 6 o'clock NFL football. J. Poe, great work, man.
20.
¿Qué
pasó?
Great work.
Gracias.
All right, go get prepped. Get your Boise State Blue ready for the big trip. We'll be back tomorrow.
10.
Winning radio for you at 7 a.m. Be good to each other, please. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We'll smell you tomorrow.
The Jim Rome Show.
The sports animal has been in existence a quarter of a century. This radio station is so amazing. I have been on that station for 25 years. I'm really, really grateful for that. Really thankful for that. Albuquerque is an incredible jungle market.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
For years, Ben Lucero and Indigo Mortgage has been telling you when you need a mortgage loan, shop around even if it means you get an offer from the competition. Michael Carlisle here. A recent study shows first-time home buyers are the most likely to shop around, but they rely heavily on big internet lenders. That's a bad move because those internet lenders are notorious for taking advantage of first-time home buyers and anyone looking for a loan who isn't getting multiple offers. If you shop around, you're likely to save thousands of dollars in unnecessary points and fees. Just recently, Indigo Mortgage has heard from 5 different borrowers who got hooked up with that lender that rhymes with pocket. In all 5 cases, Indigo Mortgage was able to get a rate a quarter to a half point lower and saved up to $4,000 in fees. When you shop, make sure you do it with a local lender you can trust. That's Indigo Mortgage. Call them at 836-5700 or visit them at indigomortgage.com. Nobody cares more about your mortgage loan than Ben Lucero and his team at Indigo Mortgage. 836-5700.
Now it's 1-888-348. Roto-Rooter jingle, take 1.
Call Roto